Yeah, without a doubt. Roxanne just brought in a deck of cards and said, hey, do you want to open this up on the air and see what it says? I'm like, yeah. After she showed me what it is. What is it? It's what? It's called Santa's what?
This is called Sexy Santa Says. And this is something that my mom gave me for Christmas. It was in my stocking.
Sexy Santa Says. So Roxanne's mama, who we've never met, right?
No. She listens to the show, fan of the show.
So Roxanne's mama gives her, this was a stocking stuffer?
It was a stocking stuffer, yeah. I thought it was a deck of cards or, some kind of holiday card game, but no.
Hold on, so it's not a game?
Well, it's a game, but it's an adult game.
Yeah, it's not like, poker or something or blackjack.
It's like,
you said poker.
oh, maybe it is like poker.
You said poker.
what's that popular one that everybody plays? Cards for Humanity or?
Cards Against Humanity?
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
It's a very silly game.
Yeah, what is that thing called?
Cards Against Humanity, I think. I don't know, it's
Whatever
stupid.
the hell it is. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll slot that in later on. We'll
Okay.
play it. So Roxanne's mom was like, what, 75?
Yes. I don't know if we can play it, but we'll read the cards.
I mean, we're not going to play
No,
it.
I doubt we're going to play the Sexy Santa Says game amongst ourselves. However, I'd like to know what the cards say.
Maybe,
Yes,
maybe
me
Froggy
too.
and I will play it on the side.
All right, so we'll open up your little deck of cards
Okay.
coming up in just a bit.
I'm ready.
I don't know if it's going to be this hour or next hour. We'll figure it out. All right, folks, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. What are you giving me a look for?
You sound weird.
How you feeling?
I feel great. Why?
You sound a little.
You sound different.
Oh, I had that thing where I swallowed funny.
Oh, that thing
I don't
again?
know.
Yeah.
What were you eating glass for
No.
breakfast?
I had that thing where I swallowed funny, and then you start, and then
you stuck like that.
Take your mask off for a second. Let me see a difference.
what?
How you sound.
All right, hang on, I'll take the mask.
All right, take your headphones off.
All right, so this is the mask.
You sound hoarse.
You think I sound hoarse?
I think you
Oh,
do.
I'm out of here.
You sound hoarse. Listen,
Come on, man. What are you doing?
What?
You travel the world, you come back hoarse?
I told you
You're all nade up?
I told you my voice was great, but I had that thing where I swallowed funny, and then you start you start going.
Let
and
us
then-
use that excuse with you.
Hey, no. Remember, guys. You know, I had this before I went on vacation. Remember my remember my
I remember.
remember
Like in the summer you did.
Yeah, no, it was even before it was. I had it back in the fall where I was right here in the studio, and I coughed or something, and then like something got stuck in my vocal cord,
Yeah.
and then it just like strained me for the rest of the show. You remember
It's just
that?
timing wise how you've been gallivanting. Gallivanting? What's the word?
I'm
Around
not-
the world.
I'm not gallivanting around. Well, I guess I am.
well,
yeah.
half the world anyway. Yeah.
And you come back and you're like, I'm okay, I swear.
I mean,
Guys,
Froggy
do
comes
you-
back,
do
sounds
you
like
know-
he's yelling.
Do you know how many tests? Do you know how many tests I've taken?
You know what test you should do right now?
What's that?
We should blindfold you and make you taste different liquids and you identify them. And if you can't identify them,
Here, have a sip of my Celsius. Tell me what you think. Actually, don't.
Have a sip of what?
My Celsius drink.
Oh, I thought you said seltzer. I'm like, seltzer doesn't have a taste.
Seltzer.
Taste is one of the less prominent signals of Omicron.
Guys, I took.
Taste this.
I took.
Give me something you can
but
taste.
Guys, I've taken like 6 tests. I couldn't get on the airplane. Without,
MJ, here's a cigar. Lick that cigar and
I'm
tell
not,
me if you taste it.
I'm not licking the cigar. I had the same thing where I had that where I had that thing in my throat, and then you try to clear it.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We believe you.
how do you feel?
I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
You
There.
sound like you just hit puberty.
I
They're-
feel
They're great.
Tony would fire you if that was your audition.
I
Like
feel.
Peter Brady.
I don't have Omicron.
Okay, you sound different. That's all I'm saying. All I want to acknowledge is that you do sound a little different, and that's why I looked at you a little
And
funny.
me and Fesh were looking at each other like, what's the matter with him?
I told you I had. It happened to me on the air, like maybe a month before we went on Christmas vacation.
Listen, I'll pick up what you're putting down. I get it. It's all right.
What? Everyone calm down. Calm.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Calm.
All right, we are just getting rolling today. All right, so Roxanne, we're going to do your little card game. I'm going to go get a hot cup of. If I get a hot cup of tea, it'll clear it right up.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
good. That's what
All
you
right,
need.
We'll see if that happens. All right, Roxanne, I'm gonna mark your game. Oh, Froggy, also, Froggy, today you've got a truth booth, right?
Oh, yes. Not me, but of course, Hal Herman, the host of the Truth
Yeah,
Booth,
okay,
has
all right,
a
fine,
Truth
fine.
Booth,
All
the
right,
first
so
of the year.
First truth booth of 2022 is
Christmas
on the way.
vacation.
Yeah. All right, got a
edition.
great pile of morons in the news on the way. Folks, stand by. Back in a minute, MJ Morning Show, Q105. I thought that we'd play a little game early in the show. Little game. I'm going to test the knowledge of Fester and Roxanne and Froggy. Hey, Coop, you want to get in on this as well?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a story, and there's a certain term in this particular item, and I want to know if you guys know what this is. Okay. All right, so I'm going to make this official. We're going to play. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the MJ Morning Show. What does that mean? This is the inaugural event, by the way. This is the first time of MJ Morning Show's What Does That Mean? All right, everyone, hands on buzzers. Everyone ready?
Hands up off Google.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's for you, Roxanne.
Yeah, you're the worst culprit of all. You are the...
Oops.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
You've got the gall? Really? You've got the gall to say hands off Google, and you are the worst?
If anything, she's saying it for herself.
I was reminding myself.
Okay.
Yep.
That dope that I used to work with up in New York.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The old guy?
The crypt keeper. The guy that I used to work with when I did mornings up in New York for 3 years, he knew nothing. Literally, during the entire program, he was Googling everything that I said. Seriously.
Every single word.
Hold on. Seriously.
Vocabulary.
It got to the point where I had to have a jingle cut. You know what?
You mock him
I
for his lack of knowledge?
Wait a minute.
You wonder why that partnership didn't last.
Yes. Welcome to the Todd and Rigor Mortis show.
You know,
I don't know anything.
Wait a minute. I might even have... Hold on. I might even have the jingle.
Todd and Nosferatu in the morning.
Seriously. So, I mean, the guy, he had to look up everything I said. Hold on a minute. Audio files. Let me see if I have this thing. I probably have it on my phone, and then I can just play it here, because it says it perfectly. All right, hold on. These are my little ringtones for my phone.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm checking my files. I know
you never
it's...
thought you'd miss me and Fester, huh?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Stuck with the old timer.
Oh, I'm looking for the...
We get it.
No, but it's a funny little jingle.
So it's a jingle that you would play while he was Googling?
Oh, yeah.
This better be knocked down funny, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm looking for it.
Old man is Googling, old man.
You, MJ, should be happy that at his advanced age, he even knew how to use Google.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But he knew how to get to the station.
But what it was like, there goes Len. He's on Google again. It was.
Oh, so it rhymed.
You're very
Oh, I found it. Here it is. Hey, hold on. I found it. Hold on. All right, ready? I got to put it up to the. I got to put it up to the microphone. All right, here we go. You ready? And here it is. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Hang on.
Wait a minute.
That's.
Why do I sound like breaking news?
That's the wrong one.
Breaking news. I'm dead.
I pooped myself.
Hold on a second. These are all my. What? Stop playing.
What's happening?
All right, I got it. Hang on.
No idea.
Damn it, Todd, stop playing that when I'm trying to goggle.
There it is. There goes Len searching on Google again.
Where'd you get those snazzy vaudeville players?
Sing
that jingle for me.
I told you. I told you I had the damn thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the other thing is I got all kinds of crazy little sounds in MP3s.
Go through the whole library.
Reminds me of Bootsy Collins.
All right. So are you guys ready to play? What does that mean?
No. Of course, come on.
It sounds pretty vague.
I'm actually ready to play more random obscure audio off of your phone.
You want me to play some more obscure?
I know.
I'm happy to do that.
I know you are.
If you want, I'm happy to do that.
Come on, let's play. I want to play.
All right. So here's the game. What does that mean? I'm going to read you a headline. Now, I probably wouldn't have done this, but when I heard this term, I'm like, I wonder if the crew even knows what this is. All right.
Oh, we're not smart enough to know? Huh? Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Okay.
Self-immolates. What happens if you self-immolate?
Could you spell that, please?
All right. Are your hands anywhere near?
No, I'm watching her. No.
Rox, I want your hands in the air like you
Hands
don't
up.
care. I want you to raise. I want you to
Raise the roof.
raise the roof.
Okay.
Come on.
Catch the roof on fire.
All right. I want you to raise the roof. All right. Self-immolate. So it's the word self, S-E-L-F, then a hyphen, I-M-M-O-L-A-T-E-S. Hey, hold on. In the booth, something suspicious is going on.
Coop, you cheating?
What are you doing? All right.
My hands are right here.
Hands in the
Hands
air.
up.
Come
I'll
on.
come in there and I'll bite you.
Yeah, Coop
All right.
actually has things to do with his hands.
Oh,
All right,
He's actually
Roxanne, what does self-immolate mean?
Self-immolate. Okay, it sounds like an exfoliation thing, like a spa treatment.
It's not a bad guess.
Oh. No?
Not a terrible guess, but that would be incorrect.
Oh, Roxanne, your
Not a
skin
bad
looks so
answer.
good
Not a bad
this
answer.
morning.
Not a bad answer.
Did
Froggy,
you
Froggy.
immolate?
Yes.
Self-immolate, Froggy. What is it?
Self-pleasure.
Self-pleasure?
You know
Keep
what
your
I mean.
hands up too. Keep your hands in the
You
air.
know what I mean? Self-immolation.
Alone
time with yourself.
No, it's not emulation. It's immolation.
That's my guess.
No, it's not self.
How can it not be
It's not
that?
self-pleasure. All right, Fester, self-immolate. What is it?
Wow, Froggy's guess was wrong.
See?
I was leaning in that
It was.
direction.
Yeah.
Self-immolate. To fake something about yourself or to do something to mock yourself.
Good guess. Good guess.
No.
I'm thinking self-imitate.
No.
Emulate too.
All
It
right.
kind of sounds like that.
Coop, self-immolation.
Is that when you have like an epiphany about yourself? Like you go on like that walkabout journey?
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Sounds good.
The walkabout. Did you see that movie with the Estevez family? Right, Martin Sheen and
Mighty Ducks?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
did it work?
no. There was that great movie where you do. There's that in Spain. You're supposed to, if you're a Catholic, you're supposed to take that long walk, and there was a whole movie. Was great.
I have another guess. My buzzard's broken.
Yeah. What? Stop slamming the counter.
My
What?
buzzard's broken.
All right, what? What's your guess?
Spontaneous combustion. Damn it.
No, but you're getting closer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, to harm oneself?
Guys, all right. Self-immolation is when you light yourself on fire.
Oh, that's what he said.
I got it then.
Yeah.
No,
I was
no,
close.
no. You said spontaneously combust.
Well, that
And
happens.
that's not what self-immolation is. Spontaneous combustion is when people just burst into flames.
It happens.
I'm always worried I'm going to do that at a gas station.
Like how I wanted
No.
to self-immolate myself when you were playing audio off of your phone.
No,
Oh, I understand now. I completely understand.
I was trying to get the sound effect.
And I was looking for kerosene.
So
Right. Okay, I get it. Okay, that's good.
No, it's different. Spontaneous combustion. And I remember when I was, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old, I had this book. It was like ghost stories or unexplained ghost story. I had this paperback book that I was reading at summer camp,
Sounds awesome.
right? I was like 12, 13 years old. And there were multiple stories about people that just burst into flames.
How does that happen?
If you have a lot of static electricity in your body.
No, but seriously.
I mean, how was your
There-
guys' morning? I mean, mine was pretty just out of nowhere. My God, Dexter, what happened?
No, but there are alleged. I don't know if I believe it, but there are allegedly stories where people have just been walking around and then they just burst into flames.
Please, somebody burst into flames in front of me.
It's called spontaneous combustion.
Okay.
And there are allegedly, I don't know if they've ever been proven. Fester, why don't you do a little research?
Yes.
I'll give you Google permission now.
There's a famous picture of a guy in a chair.
Dude, is spontaneous combustion real?
That's exactly what I'm typing.
All right, but I know that there are allegedly stories of that happening. But this is not spontaneous combustion.
No, yeah, this is setting yourself on fire.
This guy, and listen, I wasn't going to do the story because it was a foreign story, but then I said self-immolation. I wonder if anyone on the staff, anyone on the MJ Morning Show crew, if they know what self-immolation is. And the story was an Australian guy was ranting about COVID vaccines, and then he just set himself on fire.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're talking two different things. Deliberately setting yourself
Yes,
on fire.
it is not spontaneous combustion.
Okay.
Right.
All right,
That's
okay.
self-immolation.
Dude, I thought
How
I thought
slow
we
are
made
you,
that.
Fester?
Dude, what are you, molasses this morning? What?
All right.
Duh.
Listen, I'm praying for both right now. You know, is spontaneous combustion real? According to Google, scientific community says no. It's highly implausible.
Oh, come on.
Because
static in the body.
There has to be some external source of ignition, according to science.
Yeah, but that's what makes spontaneous combustion so cool.
Science.
All right, so it's fake.
Yeah, I don't think it's real. But this guy in Australia was all pissed off. He doused himself in gasoline
Crikey.
and lit himself on fire on New Year's Day in Australia.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, he was ranting about the vaccines, and then he just lit himself on fire. So, self-immolation, I just wanted to see if the crew knew what that was.
No one knew.
Pour some Fosters on him.
Yeah.
It's Australian for bit.
That would put out the fire, though, right?
One can.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't Foster's kind of invent the huge, massive
Like a
can?
Big pint of
Yeah,
beer or whatever.
Foster's used to have like that massive can.
Australians are drunks.
Yeah, I think Colt 45 invented it.
All
and
right,
Foster's ripped it
folks, I got early morons in the news. A great pile of morons. Next, MJ Morning Show Q105 back in a minute.
Good morning and pop.
7:36, and I have the phenomenal early morning pile of morons in the news. Oh, Fester, are you ready for your big story at 7:30 this morning? Fester's got his swimming pool story.
I'm always ready.
This is crazy. Fester sent me an email about this. A couple of days before we came back from vacation?
I think I sent it to you this Saturday it happened.
Right.
Just so I could document it.
All right, this is crazy. Fester and the swimming pool story coming up at 7:30. So a little over an hour from right now. All right, early morons. Great pile today. This is another little question I'd love you all to answer. If you are at a convenience store, all right, you're at a convenience store, you go in, you come out, and then you realize you accidentally locked your keys inside your car. All right?
Ooh.
You're at a convenience store. You lock your keys in your car. What do you do? What do you do? Whoever wants to jump in.
Are you near the gas pump? Because you could smash the window with the gas pump.
Yeah, that nozzle is a weapon.
Yeah,
you are correct.
with the nozzle.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
I don't know if that's a good answer. Good answer.
It's an answer.
You always say good answer on Family Feud, no matter what. Good answer.
What do? You lock your keys in your car in front, and this happened to be a Wawa. It's a convenience store, so Wawas have gas as well. So I guess you could, but
I'd like to point out.
But wait a minute. How would you get your car close to the gas pumps to then use the nozzle if you're locked out of your car?
That was my question. How close are you?
Oh, you're not. You're in front. You're parked in front of the store. Yeah.
I would like to point out that
Yes.
if I were going to lock my keys in my vehicle, I can't think of a better place than a Wawa. I mean, they have delicious subs.
To live there.
They have the coffee.
What if you ended up locking your wallet and your money inside the car as well?
Oh my gosh, not your Wawa wallet.
You're Wawa walletless.
Oh,
You
wow.
have no Wawa wallet. Now you're Wawa worthless.
Froggy, do you have an answer? What would you do?
What was the question?
All right, you lock your keys in your car. You're right in front of a Wawa. What do you do?
I would have to call my dad to come help me.
Yeah, call a relative.
Yeah.
Does somebody have a spare key? What's the company? Papa Lock? I think for $40 they come
Is that
out.
what they do?
I'd call
Yeah.
Kim, and she would say, "Leave me alone. I'm busy." And I'd say, "Oh crap!" And then I'd call Fester.
I'd
Probably.
come over. Usually I'm at a Wawa.
All right, Coop, you want to jump in? You're at Wawa. You lock your keys in your car. What do you do?
Yes, I would like to buy a vowel, Pat.
It's Family Feud, jackass.
Okay, all right, Bob. Anyway,
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
I would think it's morons in the news.
Yeah.
So you obviously set your car on fire.
That's a
Good answer, good
That's a
answer.
good guess. It's a good guess.
A little outrageous.
Survey says no. All right, so this is what these ladies did. Two women.
Oh,
In
you
the-
didn't tell us it was women. That
Oh, yeah.
opens a different. Okay.
Well, hold on. That opens a different door.
Yeah. Now
How?
it's like to go up to a guy and try to get him to help you, stuff like that.
Here's what happened. Two women in their early 20s stopped at a Wawa in Delaware. You know, that's where Wawa started. Wawa started up in like southern Pennsylvania and in that area. That's where Wawa began.
Wow.
Yeah, the first time I ever was in a Wawa was like back in the early 90s in like the Philadelphia area. That's the first time I ever saw a Wawa. And of course, like Wawas are expanding like rashes all over. You know, Wawa's a great store, but I mean, the Wawas are expanding all over the state. I think they have like hundreds of locations planned in the state of Florida.
I literally could have done all my Christmas shopping at a Wawa.
Well, you do all of your sweetener stealing at Wawa.
Did you didn't see my holiday haul?
Oh no!
Where'd you haul
please.
from?
No.
How much did you
Fester's
get?
really got to get his theft under control.
Now, do you only target Wawas or it's wherever there's the little blue packet?
Okay, so
Is it a blue packet?
I am green then yellow. So I am Truvia first, then Splenda, then blue, which is equal.
All right, here's what happens. Fester goes to a convenience store, and it seems that Wawa is the one that I hear most. Fester goes in, buys a coffee, and then proceeds to take every single packet of the sweetener that he likes to the point where he has, I believe, a 55-gallon drum filled with these little packets.
I recently spent some time at the racetrack on Fowler Avenue, and they just loaded up.
You wipe them out?
Yeah. They cleaned them.
All right, so attention, any managers of convenience stores, if suddenly you load up and you refresh all of your sweeteners, whether it's sugar, sweet and low, Splenda, Nutris, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, they don't have NutraSweet packets.
I don't.
think.
I don't use any artificial sweetener. If it's a sweetener I need for like a cup of tea, it is sugar. It is just real 100% sugar.
If someone puts one of those in my drink, I spit it out. If they put like the sweet, it's so disgusting. I can taste one granule of it.
I once tried stevia, and I thought I was poisoned.
Yes.
Stevia's the best.
It's so gross.
You guys are drunk.
I thought that I was poisoned. I was getting ready to call the Poison Control Center at Tampa
It
General
tastes
Hospital.
like arsenic.
How do you know?
How do you know what arsenic tastes like?
I swear I tasted it before.
How do you know what arsenic tastes like?
In a prior life.
Yeah, bad relationship ended awkwardly.
All right, so here's the rest of the story. So 2 women, they're in their 20s. They get locked out of their car in front of a Wawa. They couldn't find their keys. So one of them, 20-year-old Jayon Bell, the other is 21-year-old Azana Davis. They trash the Wawa. They trashed the Wawa inside because they were frustrated that they locked their keys inside their car.
I knock over the pretzel display and everything. That's awful.
Quite a tantrum.
So we don't know exactly like who started it, but they both got in on the action. So they both flipped out. They damaged a bunch of merchandise. They damaged displays. They attacked an employee. They attacked a random customer that stepped in to try to help. Police eventually showed up, and then they start fighting with the cops. They start trying to hit the police officers. Azana also attacked the paramedic that was trying to help her. So now there's like this whole long list of charges that these morons face, all starting with they lock their keys in the car, they flip out, and they go inside the Wawa and start wrecking the place.
So is there footage of this? Have they released like surveillance cam?
I have not seen it, but you know, those convenience stores like Wawa, I mean, those things are loaded with cameras. There are cameras everywhere.
It is a super frustrating feeling.
There are cameras at the pump. There are cameras inside the store. I'm sure there's video of these women wrecking the joint and even, attacking employees, customers, and first responders.
Is there any evidence that they destroyed the white chocolate Reese's peanut butter cup display?
That is not in the info pack that I have right here.
If they did that, because those are the best, the white chocolate.
They are being
yeah.
charged with felonies. They're getting hit, all starting with locking your keys in your car. You get pissed off, and you start attacking police and paramedics and employees and start wrecking the place. What's wrong with people?
I mean, it sounds surprisingly reasonable to me, MJ. I don't know what you're going off on this.
Okay.
What's wrong with people?
Hey, is this reasonable also? This happened while we were on vacation. And this is a little bit of an older story. It's a Christmas-related story. But this happened right here. This is a St. Petersburg story. Cops allege that Levi Metcalf, 31 years of age, intentionally elbowed a 36-year-old woman in the face during an argument about what? I'll tell you. A Christmas tree. Yeah. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Ow, son of a...
You don't hear a lot of throwing elbows in fights.
The girlfriend of this Levi Metcalf told St. Petersburg police that she wanted to buy a Christmas tree for their apartment, but her boyfriend said no. They got into a fight over whether they can get a Christmas tree, and he allegedly ends up elbowing her in the face, making her whole face all swollen. Ow,
so this wasn't like a fight on the lot.
No,
I was picturing
no.
it was somebody's fighting over a tree.
Hey, live Christmas tree prices were through the roof this year. It seemed that the prices like at Home Depot, remember we took calls on this. We took calls. It seemed the prices at like Home Depot and Lowe's were maybe a little higher, but somewhat reasonable. But I heard stories that a lot of at the independent lots, that a lot of the Christmas tree prices were through the roof.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a limited supply, and,
the shipping issues, the trucking issues, all that.
Isn't that price gouging? Isn't that illegal? Even if it is a Christmas tree and it's the birth of Jesus Christ?
No. Price, Froggy.
Why are we gouged by trees?
No, Froggy. Price gouging comes in when, like, there's a hurricane and there's a state of emergency declared, and if people are evacuating, let's say Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach, and they head inland to Orlando, and if like some hotel, which typically has a room for like $159 a night, if they jack that up to like $479 a night because people are fleeing, that's called price gouging. Or, same thing with gas.
Same
You know,
thing,
it-
gas.
Yeah, and Christmas trees, selling them at higher prices during the holidays.
That doesn't fall into the Florida State Attorney General is not going to get into the higher Christmas tree prices.
Well, maybe you mean like if a Christmas tree, the biggest Christmas tree forest where they get all the trees,
The Christmas
burned down, and there was like a couple left, and they're like, these are worth $1 million.
No,
That's price gouging.
That would not. Well, no, it would be, but
See?
that wouldn't be illegal either, though. No.
Jeez.
All right,
Gotta get in on that fest.
So Metcalf's girlfriend told the cops that she wanted a Christmas tree. He didn't, and then she gets elbowed in the face.
Who'd have thought a guy named Levi doesn't want a Christmas tree?
Listen to this. After the cops show up, after being read his rights, Metcalf reportedly admitted to striking the victim in the face with his elbow during the tree dispute, but claimed that it was accidental.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
How do you accidentally elbow somebody in the face? How
When you're
does
trying to
that-
punch him and you miss, you hit him with your
And
elbow.
He was arrested on a battery charge and booked into the Pinellas County Jail. He later was released on his own recognizance. He pleaded not guilty, and I'm sure there's a court date, which is somewhere ahead, here in beautiful Pinellas County. All right, next, more on the news. Let's go from a Wawa to a fast food establishment. There are not many of these around anymore. When you think of fish planks and
You know what?
French fries,
You said enough right there.
One place, just one place.
The LJS is.
Yep.
that's right, Long John Silver's, baby. Hey, I just came from England. I had fish and chips like 3 times. Oh, man, it is so good over there.
How's it different?
They used to have another place that was like that, a competing place.
Arthur Treacher's.
Arthur Treacher's was
right.
one.
Yeah.
Captain D's.
Captain D's.
Oh, yeah.
Captain D's.
That was
another
my
one.
favorite.
Yeah, you know what
I like their hush puppies.
Do you know, seriously, do you know what the D is? Do you know what the D stood for in Captain D's?
Dick. What? I don't know. What's the guy's name?
How can you be so foul?
Our matey.
I know a couple guys.
I'm doing a serious segment here, and you got to say the D in Captain D's seafood was Captain Dick.
Well, shiver me timbers.
No, I mean,
Come aboard my bounty of Captain Dick.
Can you be serious ever, Froggy?
Walk the plank of
No,
Captain D.
the D in Captain D was Captain Douchebag.
Oh, see? That was good. That was really good.
Well,
All right, so
I'm going to call it Captain DB's. Well, we can only afford one letter.
this might actually be the first fast food drive-through fight of the new year. Remember last year, we had a plethora of fights at drive-throughs all across the country. Remember, we had customers that were climbing through the drive-throughs and like beating up employees.
Yeah.
It's not where you'd think you'd get in a fight, like in the drive-through window.
I am only ready for a fight in the drive-thru, dude. I'm locked in there. A car in front of me, car in the back.
And
I'm
you're starving.
I'm ready to go.
This one happened in Indiana. A 20-year-old employee was working at a drive-thru Long John Silver's. A woman in her 30s or 40s pulled in, tried to order a single hush puppy.
Just one.
One hush puppy?
Just one freaking hush
I'll take a hush puppy, please.
Isn't that old Chris Rock routine? How much for a rib?
One hush puppy. Come on.
Is that not on the
joke.
menu? I mean, you have to buy at least 3.
I'm sure they come in a pack of 5.
Hey, do you remember like at Long John Silver's? I don't know if you can still do. You could just get like a tray of the Krispies.
Yeah.
You know,
What are the Krispies?
The crispy of the fish.
it's the
Just like the
little bits and flakes of batter.
like tempura flakes.
Fried flakes.
Oh, what a
Roxanne-
glut you got to be to
Listen
order
to
that.
Listen to Roxanne trying to class it up by saying, "Oh, tempura flakes."
Yeah.
No, it's nothing
No,
like that. It's this greasy batter. It's just pulled out and it crunches. There's no fish in it.
All right, so this lady pulls up. She wants to buy one hush puppy. So, again, a hush puppy's I think hush puppies suck. They're just
No way.
I
Of all the crap you like.
hush puppies are just deep fried blobs of cornmeal. I am not I can do totally without hush puppies.
Hush puppies run the gamut. I've had bad ones. I've had good ones.
Yeah, I'm not a hush puppy fan. So Long John Silver's does not sell them individually. The smallest order you can get is 2 for $1.95.
It seems awfully expensive for 2 hush puppies.
You can get 2 hush puppies for $1.95. And the woman thought that was outrageous that she couldn't have just 1 hush puppy. They demanded that they sell her 1. Then she yells a racial slur. Then another woman in her car starts calling the restaurant over and over again, asking to speak to the manager. So from inside the car, a passenger's calling into the restaurant saying, I want to speak to the manager.
That's a power play right
I
there.
want to speak to the manager. Give me the manager. So when that didn't work, the passenger got out, walked inside the restaurant, and trashed the place. Climbs over the counter, attacks the drive-through worker, kicked her in the stomach. The drive-through worker happened to be pregnant. So gets kicked in the stomach while pregnant. Anyway, it appears that everything's okay.
Did she get her
But-
hush puppy?
Oh, my God. And no, they fled. And the last I saw that the cops were trying to track them down. But what the hell is going on at these fast food restaurants? It is insane out there. All right, early edition of Morons in the News.
Oh my God, Froggy was right.
What's that?
Captain D does stand for Dick.
Told you.
Oh wow. No, it doesn't. It stands for Danner.
Danner?
Yeah.
Danner.
The guy who found it, his last name was Danner.
Oh, isn't
That's
that
cool.
isn't that- Oh, hey, guys, I got a letter in the mail yesterday, which I'm going to open up live. I'm very intrigued. I've got a letter that I collected all of our holiday mail from the P.O. box.
Right.
And I have a letter that came in the mail that I was very intrigued by something on the outside of it. All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you what it says. I'm going to open this thing up live on the air next. All right? Stand by.
Oh, God.
It's the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. That's all coming up in just a matter of minutes. Hey, Show Q105-702. Where's Fester? I need Fester for this. Oh, here he is. All right, so, and Fester, I got something else for you because this made me laugh out loud. You recently did a funny set of videos, which I thought were just tremendous. It seems like you're slacking a little bit in the video. Oh, is Buck in there?
Yeah, right. We created a masterpiece.
Yeah, he will
right?
be in about 2 seconds here.
Right.
He was just with me.
All right, where's Buck?
Let me go find him.
Yeah, Buck. That's right. Just hold on. Just I can do. I'm going to do.
He'll come back in here.
Yeah, I'm going to do the letter. Buck's our video guy, and I've got a whole list of videos that we need to shoot. By the way, the manatee spoof was incredible. I had so much feedback on this thing. Hey, Coop, can you bump that up so people that
It's still the first thing on the website.
it is?
It
All
needs more love. It deserves
right.
more love.
Folks, all right, before I get to this letter, and I collected our holiday mail. I had not collected our mail for over 2 weeks. So I went to our P.O. box, I got our mail, and this letter right here has me very, very intrigued. I'm about to open this thing up. First, though, if you missed the manatee Gisele Bundchen, Tom Brady's wife, if you missed the spoof that we did, it was absolutely tremendous. Now, Fester, Roxanne, Froggy, Buck was the video guy on this thing. And what we did is we spoofed that video of Gisele Bundchen, who was walking on the beach and found a turtle stuck in fish netting. What is that called? It's like a drag net. What do you call that thing?
It's like it looked like a casting net.
It's
that you
green.
would throw
Yeah,
to get bait.
That's what a casting net. So there was a turtle that was stuck in this casting net, and Gisele Bundchen was walking along the beach. You know, they never said where that was, but it looked like it was St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach. And
you know, they featured Giselle saving the sea turtle on TMZ just like a week or so ago.
Oh, you got to send TMZ our version,
Right?
obviously,
yeah, duh.
to go along with it.
So Gisele frees the turtle. Gisele Bundchen frees the turtle from the net and then brings the turtle back to the Gulf so the turtle can swim away, be free, turtle. Listen, I love turtles. I'm a scuba diver. I've done, over 600 dives in the Gulf of Mexico.
I had a turtle soup one time.
No, please
Those sons of
stop it,
bitches are
please.
delicious.
I had a pet turtle named Herbie.
I've been a. Let me hear
What was
that.
that, Coop?
I like turtles.
Let me hear that. Well, one more time, a little louder. What's taking so long?
Coop.
I like turtles.
What's going on?
The system freezes.
Yeah, it freezes. I don't know why.
Because it's a turd.
Can you please get our engineering department to look at that, please?
I'll do it again. Yeah,
I mean, it happens all the time.
I know.
I
They come
like
in
the
and look
dead
at
air.
it, and then it fixes, and then it just.
All right.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you please have them look at this
Yes.
again? All right. So this was just incredible. We did a spoof, and it was Roxanne and Fester and Froggy, and they reenacted the Gisele Bundchen effort to free the turtle that was stuck in the net and bring it back to the water. And instead, we turned it into a stranded manatee, which, the manatees don't really hang out in the Gulf of Mexico on Clearwater Beach or St. Pete Beach. But in this case, it did. And of course, Fester plays the part of the manatee.
Right?
It was
no,
really stranded.
And it's hysterical. It is.
Did we ever get the footage of the people asking if you were dead? Walking by.
well,
Remember, didn't you say you wanted to get that?
But also,
or the footage of me riding on your back.
guys, I asked for a director's cut. So
Yeah.
we're supposed to
Because
do.
people were walking by and they're like, hey, should I call the police? Is that guy okay?
We're supposed to do a director's cut. Now, is Buck in there?
No, I don't see him.
Is Buck the video? Hey, Buck, what's the update on the director's cut? When can we have a director's cut?
Sorry, I didn't know the director's cut was needed, but
Wait a minute. Hold on. You guys didn't follow up with Buck before he went on vacation.
Don't
I
look at
said
me.
You guys didn't really?
because you guys said there was a ton of unused footage. I
You
said
guys
I
didn't-
said let's do a director's cut. So you didn't follow up with Buck.
No, because you said that like on the day we went on vacation. So,
So
we just all went on vacation.
Why wouldn't you guys follow up?
Because we
It's
were
just,
off
Yeah.
work.
First of all,
All right.
why are you guys looking at me? I'm like the star of this whole video,
right, yeah.
and Leonardo DiCaprio
Sure.
doesn't get director cuts
right.
of his films.
So Buck,
to be fair, I was drunk the whole holiday break. So
it wouldn't have gotten done anyway.
Thank you, Buck. All right, so here's what I want to do. get with the crew and see what scenes that they thought were great that did not get used.
Okay.
And I'd like to do a director's cut.
All right. Sounds
right?
good.
All right, so folks,
Better get right on that.
if you haven't seen the original Stranded Manatee where Roxanne saves Fester the manatee on the beach and drags him with Froggy back into the Gulf, if you haven't seen the original video, it's great. MJMorningshow.com. It's up at MJMorningshow.com. Take a look. MJMorningshow.com. And, Buck, how quickly can we get a director's cut? Like tomorrow?
I can have it by probably tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow or the end of the week. If you need till Friday, that's fine.
We'll see
Okay,
if we
thank
got
you.
good stuff or not.
All
I mean, there was people thinking you were dead.
All right. So, the letter.
Wait, MJ, do you
Yeah.
want some music to go along with this?
Oh, God. Is it mystery letter?
We don't know what the letter's about. Coop.
But it's a letter.
All right. Go ahead. Oh, no.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
This is what happens when you hire a millennial to
All right,
run your
listen.
show.
What is
Blues
that?
Clues?
That's my kids had the Blues Clue little chair.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that was blue. But my kids used to watch the original guy.
Yeah, that's Steve.
Was that Steve?
Steve. I think Steve's a very the OG.
The heroin addict? Isn't that what happened?
The guy who went bald, so he left the show.
What? You went bald?
Yeah,
so
you didn't know
left?
that?
What a dope.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to walk away from my multi-million-dollar job because I lost a couple strands of hair.
Fester should have done that years ago.
Quit my job? You're actually right.
All right. So I get this letter. If people know me, this has come up on the show many, many times over the years.
Yes.
We do not have a mailbox at our house.
It's weird.
It is not weird.
It's shady.
It's a little weird.
What do you mean it's shady?
I mean, Pablo Escobar didn't have a mailbox in front of his house
Exactly.
either.
You don't know that.
El Chapo chopped down his mailbox. He didn't have a mailbox in front of his
I'm trying to
place.
think if anybody in Goodfellas had a mailbox.
No.
Listen. Remember the story? I witnessed mail getting stolen in my neighborhood. My mail did not get stolen because I was taking out the trash. I was dragging the trash cans out to the curb, and there was a car with two people inside, a driver, obviously, and then someone in the passenger seat, and they were driving by every mailbox on my street in South Tampa, and they were stealing mail out of people's mailboxes. And the minute that happened, I'm like, this was like 1990. You know what? I might have even done it prior to that.
So you've been paranoid very
Yeah,
long.
oh yeah, I've been mailboxless for a long time. So we do not have a mailbox at our house. I don't want my bank statements. I don't want my brokerage statements.
Why don't you have them electronically delivered
I
to
don't
you?
want. Well, listen.
Nobody cares about your bank statements.
Any kind. Listen, I know they might not care about me specifically, but you got these crooks that look for names and social security numbers. They try to steal your identity. I don't want my personal crap sitting hours at the curb unattended. So that's why all of our mail goes to a P.O. box. So,
What a Karen.
that makes me a Karen?
Total Karen move. I don't have a mailbox. Let me say a manager. Mail Karen. You're a Ken. What's a mail Karen? Kevin?
What does not having a mailbox have to do with I want to see your manager?
It's a little Karenish. Just saying.
No, it is not.
It's paranoid, dude. Chill. Sit down, Karen. Sit down, Karen.
All right, so I went to our P.O. box to get our mail yesterday. And keep in mind, the last time I got mail was Thursday,
December 16th, the last day of the show?
The last day of the show.
Okay.
So the last day of the show was the last day I got our mail. So over 2 weeks of mail were sitting in the P.O. box. And it's just a bunch of crap in there. Lots of, just solicitations. And so I get this. I get this envelope. It is like, it's like, Tiffany's blue, like the Tiffany's box. The letter, it's a solicitation. It's not like an actual piece of mail that somebody sent me, like a handwritten note or anything. But it is some type of solicitation. And it's addressed to me, Todd Schnitt, my real name. MJ is Todd Schnitt. And it has my P.O. Box, Tampa, blah, blah, blah. And what caught my attention is in big white letters on this Tiffany's blue envelope.
It's robin egg blue.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it says, do me a favor, Roxanne, read this. Read and then hand it right back to me. Hurry up, grab this. All right.
Don't touch that thing. It's probably laced with who knows what, arsenic.
Oh, okay. This on the back side, right?
No,
this statement right here.
Yeah, read. No, not that. The front.
Yeah, same thing.
Read what it says right above the address window. What does it say?
It's a special offer for adult smokers inside. Ooh.
On the envelope,
All right.
it says special offer for adult smokers inside.
Marlboro?
Like what? What's the special offer for adult smokers inside? What?
Cigar smoke?
Lung cancer?
Black lung.
Heart disease?
Free tracheotomy?
Stroke?
You get one of those free things.
The diabetes?
You know, I smoked for 38 years.
COPD? What's the special offer that's inside this?
Is it some kind of like?
Maybe it's weed.
It's got to be some kind of quit plan,
I don't know.
like that Chantix or something.
I don't know, but that's why I did not open this up. And we're going to open this thing up live on the air. Addressed to me, first of all, I am not a smoker. I've never been a smoker.
Unfortunately,
Your voice sounds like a little bit this morning. You're a smoker.
Yeah, that's because I swallowed wrong and I coughed and it made my vocal cords a little sore this morning.
Yeah, the
All right. So what's the special? Let's get this envelope
Well,
open.
I'm doing it right now.
Because if it's a really, really special offer, you should take advantage of it.
I'm opening it right now. The envelope, please. All right.
Is it a free cigarette?
Hold on a minute. Warning. Oh, it says, warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The savings inside,
It's a coupon.
Boo!
Hold on.
it's a
It's a coupon for smokes.
it's a solicitation for Juul.
Oh, for the gum?
No, the vape.
no.
The vaping device, Roxanne. Juul.
I don't know vaping devices.
Obviously.
Either do I, but I know what
It's
Juul
the first.
is.
It's one of the first, right?
Yeah,
Roxanne just proved she doesn't know vaping devices or gums.
Oh, this is a solicitation for a Juul device. It says you could save more than $1,840 per year by switching to Juul. I've got a coupon for a 99-cent Juul device.
Oh, I'm sure that's healthy for you.
So wait a minute. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that the Juul devices, these vaping things, they're probably it's probably healthier than a cigarette, but also
It's probably 8 billion more chemicals in there than a cigarette.
we got into an elevator in New York a couple days ago, and Julian says, somebody's smoking mango Juul in here," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh, I'm sure people in the dorms smoke those things all the time.
Yeah, well, Julian, my that's pretty funny. This is the Juul, and my son's name is Julian, but we don't spell it Juulian.
Unfortunately.
But I'm like, Julian, how do you know what mango Juul vaping smells like? And he's like, well, I've been around people that have used them.
Yeah, that's the answer you
Good
said.
answer, Jay.
No, listen, I know, Dan. Julian, my son does not vape. No chance in hell.
Of course not.
Of course he
all
does.
right, so this is a coupon for Juul, 99 cents for the device. Yeah, they want to give you the device because then you're hooked on the media. Then you're buying the
juice?
You're buying the juice like forever. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, MJ, this is a really big problem, I know, in the high schools because it doesn't have that stench of tobacco.
Of smoke, yeah.
You know, and you see people all the time just holding up a fist to their face and then suddenly they're Puff the Magic Dragon.
I see people hitting those things in the airport.
all the time.
Like when I'm waiting for my plane, they're like just filling up the whole. What is it? What's the big tube you wait in while you're waiting to go in the thing?
Terminal.
I went to the driver's license place, the DMV, and I see the guy put his head under his desk, and then suddenly his crotch looks like it's on fire. He's vaping under his desk
I know.
at the DMV.
But here's the deal.
I see people do it in this building.
Yeah, those vape devices, they put out a cloud of smoke that's like 100 times bigger than like a cigarette exhale.
Juul isn't as ridiculous, but there was one that looked like a deck of cards with a wiener, and you'd puff that. And
I've seen that one.
And you see people like
Well, there's competitions. There's
Looks like a breathalyzer device when you
seriously.
get pulled over by the cops for weaving and swerving.
if you go on YouTube, you could look at thick vape competitions where a guy hits it and then he blows out the smoke. Everybody's like, "Yeah, now you!" And he's like,
hold on.
Everybody's like,
Froggy, what?
Yeah.
Vape competitions?
"Yeah, it's like a vape battle."
What?
Is that true?
No, I just made it up, you buffoon. Look it up. It's a vape battle.
Wait.
Oh, it is a thing.
Of course.
But what is the purpose of a vape battle?
Who can make the bigger, thicker cloud?
Are you
There's
serious?
There's all
Wow.
kinds of.
There is a vape battle to figure out who could do the bigger, thicker cloud?
I think it has to do with the bigness and thickness of the cloud.
And shapes.
And shapes. Oh, yeah, they blow. Dude, people could make a heart and blow an arrow
Yes.
through it. I mean, like
Well,
the
oh
cartoon.
my gosh.
Are you
This is insane.
Come on, no.
Well, if Fesher was a little quicker, it could
There,
bring up something.
there are battles for vape smoke?
Yeah. And one guy will be like, I'm going to make a rainbow. And they'll be like, and he'll make a rainbow. And everybody's like, whoa. And this guy's like, I'm going to make a floating donkey. And he's like,
Okay.
Now, when I was a kid,
Oh, wow.
This is amazing.
oh my God.
Okay, so this is my new favorite
That-
thing on the
wait
internet.
a minute. That looks like a gigantic basketball-sized fried calamari
look
ring.
at that kid's dick.
And then he turned it into a jellyfish.
Am I right?
Yes.
Look how crazy this is.
That's like an order. That's like an order of calamari where it's the size of a frisbee or a trash can lid.
Froggy, I apologize. I'm on a YouTube page called Game of Vape, and this is the coolest thing I've
But,
ever
and
seen in my
wait a
whole
minute.
life.
Then they're shaping it with their hands.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they could make.
Oh my
God, this is performance
God.
art.
That would look like a rolled up condom.
That's
Mean-
exactly what he was going for. All right, I'm going to make a rolled up Jimmy.
Yeah, I wanna-
Everybody stand back.
Rolled up shit.
And then wait, this is crazy. It's called Game of Vape.
You got to look up the
This is-
battles.
Oh
This is
my
just
God.
This is one video. There's apparently hundreds of videos on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a.
These are mesmerizing.
So one guy will do this and he'll blow like an O like that and blow it around and make it dance,
Wait
and
a
then
minute.
the other guy will do it.
Wait a sec. The guy just blew a massive frisbee-sized O, and then he chops it in half and makes two little O's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, but look at what they're smoking. They're smoking like that deck of cards with the stick coming out of it. They're not smoking a jewel pen, which looks like a little bar of mini chocolate.
Froggy, when did this? First of all,
I've been watching this for years.
How'd you find this?
how many hours a day do you spend on YouTube looking for crap?
I spend maybe 6 to 7 hours a day on YouTube. But if you go to vape battles or crazy vape shapes, dude, you won't believe the stuff people make. Imagine being a parent and saying, how are your kids doing? You know what, Max?
Now,
He's a professional vapor. Can you believe it?
When they do like these battles, can people like make requests?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, I want you to vape.
Some kids are really good
All
at
right,
it.
I want you to make a big schlong.
So if you fast forward, I think this kid makes a schlong.
Does he really?
He does something.
This vape pen looks
Oh
like
my
Oh, wow. He
God.
looks like they're coming out of his nose like,
It's like a dragon.
Look at that.
yes, like a volcano before it erupts.
How do you do that?
So wait a minute. These people are blowing smoke with such density. You know what it looks like? Do you remember the mosquito control trucks that drove around the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
How unhealthy
Yes,
is this?
this is density is right.
oh my God.
I would want lung cancer if I had this skill. I would like if that was a trade-off to be this talented, but you get lung
All right,
cancer.
folks, if you want to waste a lot of time,
I can't stop watching
all right,
it.
if you want to waste a lot of time, go to YouTube and just type in amazing vape tricks. Just type in vape tricks. I've never seen Froggy. You taught me something new today.
Dude, I want to vape right now.
You know what? That's the goal. I want Froggy to teach me something new every day.
Give me that jewel coupon. I'm starting today.
No, you're not.
Me and Fester are starting training.
No, you're not. All right, folks, when we get back, Fester's swimming pool story. This is crazy. I got to know it. I don't know the finale. I don't know what happened. I don't know I just know what happened. So I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, just like you, the MJ audience, on what actually happened here. That is next, ladies and gentlemen. In minutes, the Fester swimming pool story here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right, folks. 7:28. Oh, man, I said Fester's pool story was going to be 7:30. We're running 2 minutes early. Oh, my God. Am I going to, are people like going to tune in right at 7:30? Because I promoted this. This was the teaser that I recorded that ran yesterday after the show. It's like coming up 7:30. It's Fester and the pool story.
Well, by the time you finish pontificating about if people are going to be ready for it, it'll be 7:30.
All right, we'll get into it right now.
I can fill the time if you want. Name the nose tune.
Oh, incidentally, we have a Froggy Truth Booth coming up. The first, hold on a minute, the first Truth Booth of 2022 happens in just a little, in this segment, in this long MJ segment.
Who's in it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue whatsoever.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Froggy said, I want to do a Truth Booth, the first of 2022. This is where Froggy asks questions, and you must answer truthfully. So coming up in just a bit. All right, first, Fester and the pool story. Fester, this happened during Christmas break. Was this one of these deals where you guys just show up at a nice resort or hotel and you just like sneak in and pilfer pool usage?
No. It wasn't. This wasn't that case.
It wasn't a lazy river.
All right, because you've been known to go to like, what's the place near Orlando that you go to?
Well, my favorite one isn't quite in Orlando. It's in Champions Gate, the Omni
And
Hotel.
You guys just pull into the parking lot and walk in like you own the place.
Look like you belong. Walk in with pool noodles. How you doing, everybody? Throw the guy the keys, tell him put it in a good spot, and you walk right in.
Froggy's like a freeloader at Champions Gate at the
Fester.
I'm sorry.
Fester is a freeloader.
All right, so what's the new pool story?
All right.
I know a little bit. I just don't know the finale. Tell us what happened.
All right, so a buddy of mine calls me and says, hey, I'm going to be in Orlando for a couple of days. Maybe you and the family come by. We'll get together, have a couple of days together, have some fun. I was like, that sounds like a great idea. He checks into he tells me what hotel he's at, and I get the same hotel. It wasn't the greatest hotel in the world.
And this is
It was a hotel in Orlando.
right. Off of I Drive?
Yeah, but in the Lake Buena Vista area. And
no.
Was it the Buena Inn?
No.
No.
Hang on, that's not Orlando. If it's Lake Buena Vista, it's Lake Buena Vista.
okay,
It's
listen.
right around there.
Anything that's not in Polk County is Orlando.
All right, fine.
Okay.
All
Is it Kissimmee?
Orlando starts at Champions Gate and ends
Maitland?
at the Daytona. Okay, that's Orlando.
Okay.
Seriously.
All right, Mr. Geography.
Okay,
All right,
so we go.
Mr. Triptych.
It's outside of Disney Springs. We're at the very fancy Holiday Inn Resort. Okay, and my buddy picked it. My friend Frank, he picked the hotel, and we just got.
I've never heard. Who the hell's Frank? I never heard of Frank.
Frank's an old high school friend, and he said, hey, I'm coming to town for a couple of
Why
days.
is this the first time I've ever heard? I've worked with you since 1996, and this is the first time I've heard of Frank.
Yeah, I've never heard of Frank.
I never heard of Frank.
All right, so Frank's like my best friend from high school.
What?
Yes, from high school. We didn't go to high school together, did we, Froggy?
Okay.
You're my best friend from a morning show.
I'll accept that.
Yes.
What?
So, yeah, sorry, Rox. I got bad news for you. You're second. MJ's third. All right,
Thanks.
so
That's great.
So Frank says, "Hey, listen." He and his family came. He's like, we checked into a hotel. We're gonna be at the Holiday Inn Resort, not the Holiday Inn Express. Holiday Inn Resort.
Okay.
Big difference. No free breakfast. I was a little pissed.
Oh, well,
But
COVID, I don't think they do it anymore.
They give out like grab bags. I think.
Does the Holiday Inn hit you with that bogus resort charge?
$22 a day.
Yeah.
Resort fee.
What a crap fest that is.
What does that mean? What do you get?
I don't know.
The resort fee. You know, there are places where we've made a reservation and there was like not an indication of a resort fee. You go to check in and they're like, okay, then we have the $35 a day resort fee. I'm like, what? Yes, sir. It's the resort fee. I'm like, that's for your pool towels. And I'm like, I'm not using your pool. So on a couple of occasions, I said, all right, cancel my reservation. And you walk away and sir, I can waive the resort fee. So you might want to try that. If they tried to nail you with that stupid resort fee, that's
But then you have to not actually use their pool.
Why don't you just
No,
pay
they
for
don't
it?
know.
they have no idea. But I'm not using their pool. Yeah, the resort fee is just another revenue generator. It's just a way to just grab into your wallet. And, and things are getting even rougher now because with COVID, hotels have had a rough time. So they're looking for every single, there are some hotels that charge you to ride the elevator up.
So we.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We didn't have the pay for your elevator, but we had no room service.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another
during
thing.
the 3 days we were there.
Yeah, it's like if you need anything, let us know because due to COVID, we're not doing regular room service. All right, so
Oh, I got to tell you how my wife got room service. That's a different story.
all right, so let's talk about the pool.
Okay. All right. So we're in the pool. It's just it's an average to below average hotel pool. It's nothing fantastic.
It's not like the lazy river that you guys steal.
It is no lazy river
All right.
that I steal.
What happened when you displaced half the water in the pool?
So I get in the pool and I displace half the water in the pool. Exactly right, Froggy. Thank you for bringing up simple physics.
Cannonball! Yeah, for Fester, it'd be like, I just imagine Fester jumping in the pool. Have you ever seen those video reenactments of the asteroid hitting the planet that made the dinosaurs extinct
All right.
off,
The waves,
off
yeah.
the Yucatan?
Okay, I don't appreciate that.
All right.
It was actually more like the launching of a ship.
Yeah. When they drop it in sideways.
Yeah, it was like that. So I flooded the entire first floor when I jumped in the pool. And I'm with my son.
Okay, you're with your son,
Yes.
swimming pool this holiday in near Orlando.
Yeah, where it's
And is this just before Christmas or
it was after Christmas.
after Christmas?
It
All
was, it was New Year's. It was actually the last couple days before the show.
right,
I mean,
what-
it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What happened?
We're in the pool. He's 5 years old. Hudson, my son. We're playing and we're throwing a ball back and forth. It's a very nice time.
Having some nice father-son time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he says, "Hey, psst, Daddy.
What does he have, a British accent?
He has a
Peppa Pig.
my son talks like a caveman. So he's like, Daddy, I gotta go pee pee. I gotta go pee pee. And usually if we're at a restaurant or if we're home or something,
no.
let's go. We make a whole production of it. We walk to the bathroom.
no.
And I was like, hey, buddy, that's the best thing about pools.
Let it ride.
It's like, go in the pool. And he gives me a
So
look.
wait. You're teaching your son that.
I teach her. Oh, hold on. Listen. I've never been in a pool that I have. That's my every time.
That you didn't.
You
ruin?
don't?
There are literally signs that say "Don't pee in this pool."
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the sign at people's houses that say something like, "We don't swim in your toilet.
Yeah.
don't pee in our pool." Have you seen that?
Yeah, if we don't swim in, I thought it was really clever when I was a kid. I was like, that's amazing.
I've never been in a pool I haven't peed in.
There's a chemical that turns it blue. by
No,
the
that's
way.
not.
there
That's not
isn't.
true.
That's
Yeah, there
fake.
is.
That is not true. That is an urban
Yes,
legend.
okay.
I-
yeah.
I have a question.
That's an. Wait a minute. That's an
That's
urban. That it
true.
is
I
not.
saw it happen
No.
in where was
No,
I?
that is an
Cocoa Beach.
That is an urban legend.
You
All
said
right,
that guy had a urinary tract infection. That's not real, Froggy.
no, seriously, that's an urban
I think
legend.
it turns blue.
Well, when I was a kid, that used to be a thing. Oh yeah, don't pee in the pool because they have a chemical that if you pee, it like causes this big like red
Blue cloud.
red cloud, whatever, around you in the pool. Yeah, Rox.
Well, what I heard was the more it stinks like chlorine, like really heavily chlorinated, that means more people are peeing in the pool.
Okay.
Is that true?
Gross.
I didn't get down to the chlorine composition of the water.
So-
however, there was a lot of whiz in it, and most of it was from me.
Your 5-year-old son Hudson says, "Daddy, I got to pee pee."
Right. And I was like, hey, buddy, just go in the pool. Don't even worry about it. And you could see his eyes, and he's processing it.
Did you say this like quietly, like son, just go in the pool? You didn't say it out loud. No one could hear you.
Okay, I did it. Hey, don't worry about it. Just go where you are. No, nothing.
Did you warn him about the after effects of that?
He's close to me. I'm like, hey, he's like, Daddy, I gotta go pee pee. And I was like, don't worry, just go now. Just pee pee in the pool. Go ahead. Just right now. Let it go.
Oh no.
And he's giving me this look of processing it, and he's like, he's not getting it, and he's confused. And I would never tell him just go pee pee in the living room. I mean, this is so weird.
Go pee pee in the stove in the kitchen.
And he swims off, and I guess I was a couple of feet away, and I look back, and we separated by about 10 feet. He gets out of the pool.
Oh no.
And the hotel pools, not residential pools, but hotel pools have that water lip, like that
Yeah.
white water lip where like the splash over.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
He stands on the water lip, and he drops his pants little kid style. Little kids, when they go tinkle, he drops
mine
his
do
shorts
that.
down to his ankles, whole ass out and everything.
Oh my God. So
Oh.
I can't get my kids to stop doing that.
His whole butt's out.
he didn't realize that you saying pee in the pool was just stand in place underwater and just let it go. he gets
into the
out.
pool.
He gets out of the pool like he's standing in front of a toilet
Like he's standing right there, and he uses the pool
and
as
just
a commode.
whizzes right into the pool.
And this kid,
What were the people around you?
I don't know what he drank? He had to go. It seemed like a 5-year-old
Oh
peeing
my
eternity.
God.
It's like one of those statues of a kid just continuously peeing.
What were people doing?
Screaming and pointing, and one lady from across the pool, hey, get your kid! Hey, your kid! And there's 50 kids in the pool. I mean, there's a lot of kids. There was a lot of this.
You should act like it wasn't your kid.
Was there a lifeguard on duty?
No lifeguard on duty, nothing like that. Nobody had the whistle.
All right, so they didn't clear the pool out like the floating Baby Ruth in Caddyshack?
There was
Spalding, don't touch it! Spalding, don't touch it!
Okay, so they didn't need all that because it cleared out itself. Suddenly, from there being 60 people in this large hotel
So
pool,
now you've got an Olympic-sized hotel pool to yourself.
and there's just me floating around in it. Like there's no big deal. My son with his ass hanging out.
Now,
Like what's going on, everybody?
were you able to stop him midstream, or
No.
the whole thing he finished?
I'm not gonna stop him. Let it. I mean, what are you gonna do? Wait, what am I gonna? Hey, hold on, buddy. Stop. He's not stopping. He's not holding it. He's not gonna.
It burns if you stop.
Yeah,
Oh, my
seriously, that can't be
God.
healthy for you. He hoses.
I think that's another problem for us.
Well, listen,
He hoses
it's
in the
better that
Holiday
he
Inn.
doesn't do it in the pool, man. That's not good for you. You're getting chemicals in your ween.
No, you aren't. Everything's going out. Nothing goes on.
My
That's not
God.
true.
Okay, you've never.
All right, so what was the conversation like afterwards, son?
Good job.
I didn't mean. Festus says, "Good job, son."
That's my
Okay.
boy.
Okay, so hold on. There is a small degree of
Proud dad.
comedic pride. I mean, you're not proud of this act in
That's pretty
general,
damn funny.
but just for it being so funny, I was like, all right, that's pretty funny,
All right,
kid.
2 questions.
Yes.
Where was your wife, Allison, and where was your daughter, Hadley?
They were in the room together. They were in the room, and then Hudson said wanted to go to the pool, so we went out alone. The two of us went. We'll be back in about an hour. He hosed and hosed and hosed the pool.
You couldn't stop him midstream.
couldn't stop, and it was
you can't.
his whole butt's out.
so everyone-
other kids are screaming. Other kids are getting their parents.
So
Parents are yelling at me from across the pool. Hey, whose kid is that?
All right, so
Get your kid.
All right, the pool gets cleared. Everyone's
Yes.
out of the pool.
Yes.
And no one went back in?
I mean, it took honestly, it took like 10 minutes, and new people had to come, and other people just got up and left.
Oh, but like the new people didn't know that your son just dropped a quart of pee in the pool.
They come in, and I wasn't telling them, like, hey, welcome to the Holiday Inn Resort pool. My kid just hosed this whole thing. I didn't tell them that. Other parents were
Oh my God.
other parents were looking for reasons to go. You ever try to get your kid to leave?
All right, so wrapping this up, what was the conversation afterwards? Son, I didn't mean get out of the pool, drop your pants, and whiz in it like it was a urinal. You just do it underwater.
That was the exact conversation. He comes back, he sits down like on the first step,
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
doesn't know he did anything wrong. He doesn't know why there was a commotion. He did exactly, for the first time ever, he listened to exactly what I asked him to do. Pee in the
Right.
pool. I'm like, hey, buddy, when I said that, I just stay in the water next time. Just let it go.
God, that's pretty funny.
And that was even more strange to him, the idea of sitting in the water and just letting it run. And the kid just, oh, man.
Hey, that's
So
pretty.
that's the pool story.
That's pretty funny. All right,
hilarious.
folks, you got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. I got Froggy's Truth Booth coming up in just a bit. This will be the first Truth Booth of 2022. It'll happen in just a matter of minutes. I saw a funny story. Now, I felt bad about this, and I think we mentioned this in the last couple of months. Remember I told the story that my kids, for my birthday, like 4 years ago maybe, 5 years ago maybe, that for my birthday, they bought me a Google Home unit? Remember?
Yeah,
And you didn't want it. Yeah.
I didn't want it. I don't want a Google Home unit listening to me. I don't want Alexa in my house listening to the crap that's going on. But I know that there are a lot of people that have these units. I saw this story, and I thought this was hysterical. This is like right up my alley. Did you guys see the item where Alexa apparently told a 10-year-old girl to touch an electrical outlet with a penny?
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
that?
Did you see this?
No.
I did.
It was a challenge. What's Alexa doing?
Alexa, dare me to do something deadly.
So
Alexa's a devil.
Amazon apparently has updated the Alexa voice assistant. It challenged a 10-year-old girl to touch the electrical outlet with a penny. to prongs that were half inserted. So,
Oh my goodness.
What was the question that was asked of Alexa to get this answer?
listen to this. This is terrible. But when I saw this, I'm like, oh my God. So
I thought the girl said, "Dare me to do something stupid."
Well, here's the deal. The 10-year-old girl apparently asked Alexa for a challenge that she could do. Hey, Alexa, what's a challenge I could do? Alexa then says, quote, plug in a phone charger about halfway into the wall outlet and then touch a penny to the exposed prongs.
What's the matter with you?
So,
Yeah.
This is horrible. You fry your hand. Alexa.
All right, hold on.
And some people use Alexa as a babysitter for their kids.
None of you guys have a problem with the kid asking for a challenge? I mean,
He was probably asking for, like, how the floor is lava, jump on some pillows.
Well, but listen, some of these challenges have hurt people. There are people that have, like the cinnamon challenge, where you're supposed to take a tablespoonful of cinnamon.
Dude, that almost killed me.
Well,
I did that like 20 years ago on the show. I almost died.
We did that with Froggy. And
it was no joke,
hey,
dude.
guess what? I believe if you Google it, I think there are people that have actually died doing that cinnamon challenge.
It's weird. It like coats your lungs. You can't breathe. It sucks. Don't do that.
Can you imagine a 10-year-old girl says, hey, Alexa, what's a challenge I can do? And Alexa tells a little girl, plug in a phone charger halfway and then touch a penny to the two prongs?
Alexa.
Like, shock the schnitt out of this little girl.
I might kill her.
Why would that be Alexa's response?
Can you think of another challenge?
Cinnamon challenge.
I'm going to tell you right now, Alexa's a cruel bitch.
She is. She's a haughty, sounding, snooty, cruel bitch.
When I saw this, I'm like, should we go to phones and should we ask our listeners if they've ever experienced any really bizarre behavior from either Alexa or Google Home?
Like it's possessed?
Well, no. Like, what's the most bizarre thing that's ever happened? Okay, folks, I don't like these devices, but I know that we have many listeners that do. If we don't get calls, I'm just going to move on. I got Froggy's Big Truth Booth coming up. We got a lot of stuff. I've got pictures that a listener sent me of a produce problem in her kitchen that you've got to see. So we'll get into that as well. But first, before I move on, I don't know. Listen, we might get calls, we might not. Here is the story of Alexa telling a 10-year-old girl to put herself in danger by touching a penny to a phone charger plugged halfway into the socket. All right? What is the oddest thing? What's the strangest thing, or is there anything strange that Alexa or Google Home has ever said to you if you asked it a question? Has it ever blurted anything? Listen, there are stories where people claim that they didn't even ask, and then like Alexa will just blurt crap out. All right, I'm only going to spend a minute on this. If we don't get calls, I'm moving along. But folks, what is the oddest thing? Has Alexa or Google Home ever done anything odd? 800 or strange. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I don't know if we're going to get calls on this, but you don't know unless you try, right?
I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, my daughter was asking Alexa questions about Santa Claus.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did
and Alexa
did she?
Alexa
Alexa should have. I hope she told the truth and
Don't
said he
do
lives
that
in the
now.
North Pole.
Don't say anything.
Don't do that now.
But listen, I'm just Alexa talked about Santa Claus.
How could she talk about the claws?
Well, she was talking smack about Alexa.
Alexa or Google Home or any of these assistants, have you ever gotten anything really like bizarre? What's the strangest thing that's ever happened with your particular unit? I don't like these things because they're listening to you. I don't want that. I don't want anyone listening in my place. All right, 800-990-1047. Strangest thing that's happened. I'm only going to spend another 30 seconds on this. If we get calls, we get calls. If not, I'm moving on. Because I don't know how much strange crap comes out of these devices. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Yeah.
So we got some texts, and they're saying that the strangest thing is if she tries to talk to you when you're not even talking to her, and she'll search things randomly. But we also have a lot of texts coming in, MJ, that they're afraid that you said the S word, and I have been clarifying to listeners that you did not say the S word. You said schnit a moment ago.
Yeah, my real last name is Schnitt, and I said shock the schnit out of her.
Yes, that's his name.
Yeah,
Yes.
MJ, me, my real last name is, I'm Todd Schnitt. That's my real name.
How can you confuse it?
Yeah, I said, hey, Alexa told the little girl to, shock the schnit out of her. No, I did not say the S-bomb. I said my last name, Schnitt.
So the bomb.
Which is a great substitute.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a fantastic substitute.
Unless we're talking about dogs.
All right, so Coop's got some calls here. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let me grab Tracy in Spring Hill. Hey, Tracy, MJ Morning Show. Did Alexa or Google Home say anything very bizarre to you?
Yeah, we had it about a month, and I noticed every time that we would have it turn on the TV, it would shut my receiver off. So I was complaining about it to my husband, but I never said her name at all. I just said, ever since we got this stupid cube, every time I turn on the TV, it shuts off the receiver. And she lit up and said, "You're welcome."
What?
Yeah.
All right, now,
That's creepy.
Now, wait a minute. When you say receiver, do you mean like the home theater audio receiver?
Correct.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it would shut it off. It would turn the TV on and shut the receiver off.
That's like a little hint of things to come with robots turning into humans and having personalities.
It was really strange.
See, that's just bizarre. That's creepy. I don't want that creepy stuff in my house. I
didn't want it either. That was bought by my husband.
All right, so did you take Alexa and chuck it out the window?
I think I had some expletives for it.
All right, no, seriously. Is Alexa still plugged into your house right now? Is it still?
It is still plugged in. Yes.
See, I don't want big, like, data collection. I don't want Amazon hearing all the crap going on in my house. I don't want Google. Listen, Google gets enough crap from me because I use an Android. I use a Google Pixel 6 Pro. They get enough crap from me with what I do on my phone. I don't need to give them even more outlets into my life.
I'm with you 100%.
So why don't you just?
One time I woke up and came out at 5 a.m. and I was talking to my dog. I have a very large Great Dane.
Yep.
And I was just talking to her. I was like, "Good morning," and she lit up and was listening.
Oh,
the blue bar, just listening to me.
All right.
That's weird.
Tracy, are you home right now?
I'm not. I'm driving to work.
All right, Tracy, Alexa is still plugged in your house?
It is.
All right, Tracy, tomorrow, what time do you leave for work every day?
I usually take my daughter to school about 7:15.
All right, just before you leave the driveway tomorrow, would you take Alexa out to the driveway and beat the schnit out of it with a shovel live on the show?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or maybe back over.
I might do that.
No, Tracy, I'm serious. I'm really serious.
You don't understand. He really wants you to do it.
Tracy, this is not hypothetical. Tomorrow morning, can we call you back? And between 7 and 7:15, can we have you live on the air in your driveway, and you smash the crap out of Alexa in your driveway? Would you do that live on the air?
Oh, I might have to clear that with my husband.
No.
MJ, I'm sure you can find somebody who's willing to smash their Alexa for you. She's not.
I want Tracy to smash her Alexa.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, we don't need timid Tracy over here who's a slave to her Alexa device.
All right, Tracy, come on. Sometimes you gotta just take a stand.
Somebody else wants to smash it.
Don't let your husband boss you around. You took this Alexa matter. You're tired of the bitch, and you're taking Alexa into your own hands, and you are going to destroy her. All right, can I book you for tomorrow morning at 7:00?
Oh my God.
Sure.
Yeah,
All
set a reminder with your Alexa when you get home to call us so you can smash her.
All right, so, hey, Alexa, remind me to smash you at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning on the MJ Morning Show.
5 minutes till you kill me.
Right, Tracy, we're going to call you back tomorrow morning around 7:00. Just have Alexa unplugged, ready to roll, or maybe we should have Alexa plugged in and talk to Alexa and then unplug her and walk it outside and then do it live on the air.
No, let's get an extension cord and do it while she's plugged in.
Yeah, what if you got to say, I'm going to kill you now, Alexa? Is she going to be like, oh, no, please don't?
Sounds fun.
She's trying to kill
Alexa.
you.
All right, listen, this is gonna be a great bit, and this is far more important than any. How much does Alexa cost? Like what, $129?
No, they range from like $29 to 100 something
All
bucks.
right,
Yeah.
all right, Tracy, I'm going to put you on hold, and Cooper's going to get your information. We're smashing the crap out of Alexa tomorrow morning live on the air.
And if not, we'll just come to your house. I mean, seriously.
All right, hold on a minute. The next voice you'll hear will be Coop, our producer, okay?
Okay.
Sorry
All right.
about that.
Yep.
All right.
Be a great
Coop,
interrogator.
Coop, pick it up quickly before she changes her mind. All right, do you think I really talked her into that?
No,
I think so.
I think she'll never pick up the phone for us again.
But somebody out there will do it, I'm
Oh,
sure.
no!
She hung up on me.
Oh,
Told you. Professor was right.
oh, man.
She's like, I'm not giving up my Alexa to
MJ.
these morons.
So everybody has an Alexa. I'm sure somebody's willing to
All right.
murder it on the
All right, hold
air.
on. Okay, I'll tell you what. All right, let's take it to the next level
I mean,
then.
come on.
All right. So before I move on, Froggy's got the big truth booth coming up. Before we move on, is there anybody that's willing to murder Alexa live on the air tomorrow? So the way I see this is that you have Alexa plugged in the house and you say, Alexa, I'm now going to murder you live on the MJ Morning Show, and see what Alexa says. You know, have your phone right to the speaker. Let's see what Alexa says. And then you unplug Alexa. You take Alexa out to the driveway and you bash it with if you have a sledgehammer, a shovel, or maybe you just take Alexa and just like spike it like a football.
Or back over it with your car so you hear it slowly crunch to death.
Oh, that's another. And you got to shoot video.
It's really limitless.
I mean, you are murdering it.
All right, who wants to murder Alexa live on the air?
That's quite a promo there.
All right, 800-990. Before I move on, let's see if we have any takers. This will be tomorrow morning around this time. So tomorrow morning, can you murder Alexa live on the MJ Morning Show? All right,
Maybe you could throw her in a bathtub.
800.
That'll just be a splash sound.
Why do you throw your toaster in the bathtub while you're at it? All right, 800-990-1047. Who wants to murder Alexa live on the air tomorrow? 800-990-1047. Let's go. 800-990-1047. Come on, someone's going to want to do this.
Come on. I mean, that thing, it's watching you, people. You gotta kill it, right?
For Alexa to tell a 10-year-old girl to put a phone charger in the wall, pull it out halfway, and then touch a penny to the two prongs, Alexa deserves to die for that, all right?
Retaliation's needed.
Yes.
It's almost like a gang war.
The humans versus the droids.
All right, I see that Coop is screening some calls right now. All right, if you want to murder Alexa, folks, if you do this, you will become part of MJ Morning Show legend.
Are you trying to turn them away even more?
Why? What do you
Become
mean?
MJ Morning Show legend? I'm kidding.
This could be one of the most memorable things ever. All right, Coop.
Local morning show asking for people to murder. I don't know who Alexa is.
And also murder their devices.
All right, Coop is screening calls right now.
We're getting a lot of texts, so I'm just going to tell the texters, call Coop.
Yeah, let Coop arrange us.
Yeah, so
MJ,
You get
I
numerous
don't
people.
know if we need to be the morning show known for murdering electronics.
Professor, you are such a weenie.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the
I
look
think
we
that's
need.
exactly what we need to be
I don't
known
think
for.
that's it at all.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
He's also the one that said the manatee video wouldn't be funny.
Okay,
What did the booster shot do something to you? What's
I'll
wrong?
tell you right now what people can murder their radios next. You want to start killing electronics? Guy who
All right.
lives in a box.
All right, folks that
Murder your Walkman Monday.
All right, everybody. Hey,
All right,
we're gonna
folks.
kick our CD players in the nuts. All right.
All right, people that are texting Roxanne right now, and of course, folks, you could call us, but you can also text us. It's the same number, and we get lots of texts all show long at 800-990-1047. So if you've texted that you'll be happy to murder Alexa, call Coop, and let's set this up. So Coop's already got, I think, a couple of numbers and names. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 if you're willing to kill your Alexa live on the air tomorrow.
Or if you want to blow away your Blu-ray player, we're going to do it all.
All right, Festa, cut
You
the
still
crap.
use that.
Cut the crap, will you please?
Do you?
All right, Froggy, get warmed up. Almost there.
I'm warm. I mean, I'm not. I got to get Hal.
I want to spend a moment here on the continuation of This is the NFL and the Antonio Brown meltdown saga on the MJ Morning Show. All right, now apparently Antonio Brown has visited an orthopedist.
What's that? Is that a foot doctor?
No, that's a podiatrist.
What's orthopedist? Adonis?
Just bones.
They're not real doctors either.
A dentist?
No.
Oh, that's orthodontist.
An orthopedist. It's like a bone doctor, dude.
Oh, what am I, a brilliant guy? Lay off.
No, you're not. No, you're
Like,
right.
I know. I went to community college, for God's sakes.
All right, here's the latest twist in the Antonio Brown meltdown saga. So, the New York Post reporting that there may be more to the Antonio Brown injury after all. Now, they're basing this on the Rick Stroud Tampa Bay Times report. Now, hang on. What did I do with my phone?
What'd Rick say?
All right, well, I saw this. I didn't see the Rick Stroud tweet, but then early this morning, I saw it last night on the when I was doing some show prep, and I saw it just a story from the New York Post. But then this morning, when I checked my feed, you know how it gives you a little, all the stories in your feed? The tweet from Rick Stroud actually came up. And Rick Stroud, at 6:18 p.m. last night, so 6:18 p.m. last night, Rick Stroud, he tweeted, Antonio Brown update below. Antonio's friends were worried about the pain that he was experiencing, so they encouraged him to see a top surgeon outside the Bucs organization. That visit and an MRI confirm his serious pain, and that story is developing. But then the first comment on Rick Stroud's, what is Rick Stroud's actual job description?
He's like the top sports reporter for the Tampa Bay Times?
Right,
Yeah,
but
that's
is
his
he,
official.
He covers the Bucks and the Lightning and the Rays.
But is he like the football specialist? Or I know he's been at the Times for a long time.
Yeah, he's NFL.
Yeah, he's the most seasoned sports reporter in the Bay Area.
But the first comment after Rick Stroud texted or tweeted that out last night, the first comment was something like, yeah, when you're in so much pain, you hop and skip off the sideline into the end zone and storm off the field. That's a pretty good point. 'Cause
But
remember, wait a minute. Remember, Roxanne, remember that he ripped off his jersey and his padding, threw it on the ground, and then he storms off. He takes off his black undershirt and throws that into the stands. But before that, he's doing like that hop skippy thing. He was doing like a,
he's waving to the crowd, hyping up the crowd as he's
Yeah.
jumping through the end zone.
But he's jumping. So how much freaking pain could you be in if you're jumping and hopping like a little rabbit on the way out of the
Yeah, but that's quite different than when you're running on the football field super fast and making cuts and fast moves. That hurts your ankle more than maybe a hop does.
It's called quit your job adrenaline. He had it flowing.
Yeah.
maybe. Or is his trip to an orthopedist, is that just like trying to legally cover his butt?
PR.
Because
Did you say orthopedist?
I said orthopedist.
No, that was fine. He had no wiener injuries at all. He's like, no, that feels good, guys.
So was this just kind of covering his butt if he wants to like file a grievance or have any kind of legal action if they're going to try to, cut what's owed? Because one of the stories that had circulated was that they wanted him to go back into the game. Have we sorted out the chronology of that? What is the real story at this point? Because that was somewhat disputed. But remember, one of the early stories is that he said that he couldn't go back in, that he was injured, but they wanted him to go back in, and that's what caused the meltdown.
And they got an argument about throwing it to Gronk. Did that happen?
Yeah, that supposedly happened too.
So he was really, really close on a couple of different bonuses.
Yeah, he was.
It would have benefited him greatly to get back into that game and get a few more yards under his belt.
Wasn't there like $1 million bonus that he was apparently right on the precipice of hitting?
Yeah, he had like 3 different bonuses for $333,000.
It was like almost $1 million in bonuses, right?
I'll stick around
he was
for
close
that.
to all of them.
I'll do the worst job in the world to get that bonus.
Anyway, that's the continuation of the Antonio Brown saga that apparently Rick Stroud reported that he did visit a top surgeon and that the visit to the surgeon and the MRI confirm his serious pain. And this story is developing.
Should visit a psychiatrist.
Can I tell you?
that could be the smartest thing you've said all day. Yeah,
Thank you.
Listen, Antonio Brown, he doesn't need like a foot or a bone check. The guy needs a checkup from the neck up, as the late, great Martin Giles used to say.
MJ,
Martin Giles didn't come up with that. I heard Martin Lawrence say that first.
Well, Martin Lawrence also one in need of a checkup from the neck up.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Well,
I think I'm confused about this whole entire Antonio Brown story. So many he said going back and forth about who was hurt at what time and who kicked who off the sideline.
And even if he and Tom were allegedly fighting on the sideline or in disagreement, Tom's been super nice about him after the fact.
Yeah,
Very supportive.
Tom's going to take the classy road.
Come on, Tom. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first Truth Booth of 2022. Now, the host and star of the show, Hal Herman. All right, it's Froggy, but he thinks he's...
Get your microphone.
Welcome to...
All right.
What are you doing?
All right, Froggy.
Just stop the music. Stop. You got to talk into
The
your
truth
mic.
is...
Right.
Why are you interrupted by introduction, you manatee of a man?
Because you're talking...
I'm trying to introduce the truth booth.
All right.
You're talking into an antenna
Yeah.
3 feet away from your microphone, jackass.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, Froggy.
Yes, you are.
Froggy thinks that his prop car antenna microphone, like the old Bob Barker microphone, Froggy thinks that actually works. So
a
that's
little
why
broken.
MJ, look at this crap antenna he has. It's all busted and folded up.
Give me back my
What's that
microphone.
thing on?
It's a
What
car
is that?
antenna with like a black piece of construction.
It's my
paper.
microphone.
Did you snap that off some old transistor radio your grandfather used to have?
Listen, I don't need this. It's been a rough week for Hal Herman. I don't need this. I got fired from my job at Channel 2 Whammo News. It's been very rough. I'm back on the wagon. It's been a rough week, I'll say.
So on the wagon means you're not drinking.
No. Oh, I mean, I'm off the wagon. Sorry. I'm drunk right now.
All right.
It is confusing.
The Truth Booth is a very
yes.
simple premise. The Truth
yes.
Booth, Hal Herman, Froggy, is going to ask questions of, I don't know if it's going to be pointed at one person or if it's going to be a round robin where you ask questions of all of the MJ Morning Show members. Is this for one person in 2022 for the first one, or are you going to ask a multitude of questions to me and Fester and
Well, let me tell you.
Roxanne and Coop?
This is for everyone on the show.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
everybody around the horn.
All right.
We'll still like Gene Decker off for a second. All right, are we ready? I mean, are we ready to do this? This is Christmas Vacation Edition.
I guess you could bring the music back now, MJ.
I mean,
like, a
please,
little bit of
and in
music would be
between
good.
every question, I'm going to need some mystery question music,
All right,
of course.
So are you going to have to
Yes.
use this affected voice for the entire bit?
Oh, do you want me to stop it? Because I won't. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
All right, question number one.
It might get awkward in here.
The first Truth Booth of 2022. We must answer honestly. Go ahead.
Let's start with my friend Fester.
Oh, hey,
to my
right.
left. Let me ask you a simple question,
Yes, sir.
Fester.
Yes, yes.
Over the last over 2.5 weeks of vacation, how many times did you shower? It's a very easy question.
Okay.
I can't imagine
All right.
it's any more than
14 days,
Yes.
19 days. I think you were gone 19 days.
Especially after you swam in a pool that your kid peed in.
Oh, I didn't even think about that when I heard that story in the car on the way over.
I want you to know, on vacation, pool dips qualify as showers as far as I'm concerned.
It was 18 days.
All right, so the show...
Yeah, for Fester, walking in a rain shower counts as a shower.
Okay, I showered before we went to the
Oh, no.
Jake Paul
And
fight.
Okay.
Bird baths don't count
Okay,
either.
so I showered before we went to the Jake Paul fight. I showered for Christmas Eve,
Okay.
and I showered January 1st 3 times.
Oh my goodness, that's
times?
disgusting.
Wait a minute. Why did you shower 3 times on January 1st?
No.
3 total.
3 times.
Oh,
I showered the first. The show. Last show was Thursday.
The way you, I heard the way you said that, it sounded like you showered 3 times. All right, so including January 1st
Was the third time.
You showered just 3 times over the entire Christmas break.
Yes. What's today? Today's the 4th.
God,
I've showered twice already this year. Then.
I mean, that's disgusting.
Okay, so yeah, the show ended on Thursday. I didn't shower that Friday. Saturday night, Froggy and I went to the Jake Paul fight. I showered before that. I showered Christmas Eve, and I didn't shower New Year's Eve, but I did shower on New Year's Day.
All right, that's a horrific way to start this one. Jeez.
Question number 2.
MJ.
Oh boy.
I want to know a very simple answer. What was the most expensive thing you purchased on your vacation? I'm talking about the most expensivest. I saw you in a variety. I mean, Fester and Froggy told me they saw you on Instagram in a variety of high-class stores.
All right. First of all, just because I look in the window of
Froggy said he saw you in the store, so we must know.
Julian took a picture, and this is up on my Instagram. Again, I encourage everyone to follow my personal Instagram. The MJ Instagram is Certified Todd Schnitt, my real name. Certified, TODD SCHNITT. Now,
I saw you at Patek Philippe.
exactly. So we were walking down. I think we were where were we? On Bond Street, or we're somewhere, a famous shopping area in London.
Oh, shut up! There's a street in London called Bond Street.
That's Bond Street,
like James Bond.
That's Street, Bond Street.
That's kind of cheesy.
So no, there was a picture of me looking inside a Patek Philippe display window.
I saw that.
I was just looking in the window. It doesn't mean I went. I didn't buy a Patek Philippe there.
So answer his question.
I didn't ask you if you buy a Panic Philippe, whatever the hell that is. It sounds like a
Patek
fund
Philippe.
we're raising for a missing kid or something.
Patek Philippe is like some rapper.
The most expensive thing that I bought.
And I want to know the price. Can I get the mystery music again? Because this is going to be a ball dropper.
I don't know if you used the word ball dropper in the right context.
Well, as in the new year.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
The most expensive thing that I bought was about 10 pounds. I bought fish and chips.
What? Fish and chips?
I bought.
You're in all kinds of Diamonds and Panic Philippe stores, and you're telling me you wasted your cash on fish and chips?
I bought nothing for myself. Oh, you know what? Hang on.
What'd you buy your wife then?
Well,
I don't care about you. It's all about the family.
You didn't word the question right, Froggy.
Guess what? Remember, Michelle stayed a couple of extra days. She loved that. I think Michelle did her shopping.
Why don't you bring her in the truth booth for a second?
That's what I'm thinking about doing.
Because if you didn't spend,
I did not spend. I didn't buy anything for myself. I did run across, believe it or not, and of course, Scotland is known for amazing whiskeys.
Hello.
Hey, hold on one sec, Froggy. I'm sorry, Hal Herman wants to drag you into the truth booth, but I did. Oh, that's great. Oh, sheesh. All right, so I did see, and I didn't buy it because I didn't want to check a bag, but I did stumble across a couple of bottles of Elijah Craig 18-year, believe it or not, in London. You can't find.
I love that kid. Yeah. He's a great actor, and I love the series.
Right.
That's Elijah Wood.
Michelle, are you listening to the show right now?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
All right, so you know what question was just asked by Froggy in the truth booth.
What's the most expensive thing you purchased on vacation?
All right, and did I buy anything for myself there? Other than fish and chips?
For yourself.
I didn't buy anything. Michelle, I bought nothing.
You didn't buy anything.
I don't know. Maybe you're lying and she's trying to spit out the truth.
No, Michelle, did I?
I'm trying to think if you bought anything. No, you didn't.
I didn't buy.
Going all Alec Baldwin on her over here.
I didn't buy a thing. So are you putting Michelle in the truth booth now?
I would love to drag her in the truth booth.
Booth.
Yeah, I like to say
I mean,
booth.
you bought something for me and Chloe.
That's what I'm saying.
Paid for it,
yeah.
so.
In the Schnitt family, the
now,
biggest purchase.
Michelle and Chloe did get something while I was there, and then apparently they went on a shopping spree after I left with Julian a couple of days early. So, Froggy, would you like to pose the question to Michelle?
Thank you for coming to the truth booth, Michelle. I want to know a simple answer. What was the most expensive thing you purchased on vacation? You must tell the truth. You're in the truth booth.
It would have to be a pair of earrings.
That sounds expensive, unless it was from Claire's, which I doubt. How much are we talking?
Claire's of Bond Street.
Claire's
I
of
think
London.
they were maybe $1,200.
Whoa, that is pricey.
All right,
Right?
so
Is that what we're saying? I don't know earrings.
I don't know.
So Michelle got the earrings and Chloe got the same earrings. They're like Bobsy. But there's a quick story behind these earrings. Michelle, tell the story quickly about. We had to go to 2 different stores to put the earrings together.
This is lovely.
All
Well,
right,
they're just the same earrings
Yeah.
that.
By the way, Roxanne just had a very quizzical look on her face.
Yeah,
Going to 2 different stores to put the earrings together. All right, Michelle, tell the story quickly.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Schnitt. We
They just
only
happen
sell
to
the
be the
left
same
ones
earrings.
over here.
They just happen to be the same earrings that Kate Middleton wears. You get the hoops from one store and you get the little pearl drops from another. They're very just pretty and classic looking. And I was like, you can order them from the States, but I wanted to see them in person and try them on. And
Sounds like they're trying to swindle people. You have to buy at this store, and then they send you to the next store to complete the purchase.
No, they're not sending.
no, it's just her personal preference how she wears them.
What happened was the story that Michelle told me is that Kate Middleton, Princess Kate, that her stylist gets the little gold hoop from one store and then paired it with the pearl drop from the other store. There's like not a grand scheme here, but when she was seen out wearing this, and like with Kate Middleton, whatever she wears, the media in England goes crazy and they report on where she bought it, and she's actually known to wear some frivolous items. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not frivolous, but
Ostentatious.
frugal.
Frugal.
Yeah,
Frugal.
no, frugal. I said the wrong word. I said the wrong F word. No,
I heard she shops at the Burlington Coat Factory. Don't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt.
it sounds like, Michelle, it sounds like you got put together by like a street hustler.
Yeah.
I love this is the same earrings the princess wears. You look
No,
great now.
no.
So, Michelle, where did you first see the Princess Kate earrings?
Oh, I don't know. It popped up in my feed like maybe a couple of years ago. I mean, she's had those hoops for a while because that store makes alternative drops that you could wear with it, with those hoops.
All right, so Michelle got earrings, and then Froggy, do you want to ask if there was anything else that?
Hey, I mean, there must have been something else, if you're asking me.
I know
Really?
I know there was something else because
Do you know there was something else? I bought myself a wallet. All right, goodbye.
Wait a minute, you got to give us a prize.
well, look at Froggy.
We got to get a prize.
So Michelle texts me from the airplane because she's got to fill out the customs declaration form on her. So
You busted.
Michelle texts me from the Delta flight. She was on Delta 31, which landed at Tampa International just around 6 o'clock last night, which is pretty cool. Did you see?
I saw it.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I took a break. I took a break from the Schnitt show at 5:53 last night, and I checked to see where Michelle's plane was on Flight Radar 24, and I could see it was coming right around MacDill, right up, the South Tampa west side of the peninsula. And I'm like, oh my God, Michelle's plane during the commercial break is going to pass right by the house.
Wow.
Right. So during the commercial break, I ran outside and I shot video of Michelle's British Airways 777 on approach, runway 1 right, landing at Tampa International Airport.
That's the big difference between you and I, because I would have mooned the plane.
Man, that's really funny, Pastor.
That would have been effective.
So I took video last night. I posted it up on my Instagram. Again, you want to see it? Go to Certified Todd Schnitt. Certified TODD SCHNITT, and give me a follow over there. All right. So Michelle,
Just
Hal
give us
Herman.
the prize.
Hal
You know what?
Herman.
I didn't didn't know. This is the thing, because we all three were arriving on different planes at different locations. I didn't know if you had already declared stuff because you had taken.
No, it's got to be on you. No. If we were traveling as a family,
Well, you did not instruct. You did not instruct. Your
Michelle,
daughter to
you're a
claim
lawyer.
anything.
You ought to know that.
No. Listen to me. You did not instruct your daughter to claim anything.
Did she
So
not
I was
claim?
worried that she hadn't claimed her pair of earrings.
Did she not claim her earrings in Atlanta when she landed there?
You instructed her on immigration and customs processes that were completely, not even workable for her. So,
No, I told her to download Mobile Passport, but it turns out Atlanta doesn't have Mobile Passport.
No.
What
I feel like we're in the middle of a family quarrel.
Seriously.
Yeah.
MJ instructed
So I
Chloe to take
simply-
everything she bought and put it in a body cavity and just walk right through customs.
No, I did not. I did not.
Mule.
I did not.
All right.
So Michelle is texting me from the Delta flight. Do I need to claim
That was
everything?
the British Airways flight.
What'd I say?
British Airways.
I'm sorry. Chloe was on Delta. Michelle's on British Air. So Michelle is. Did you email me or text me? How'd you message me?
Instagram message.
Yeah, that's right. It was Instagram messaging because she couldn't text me.
I'll get in the DMs.
All right,
I like it.
So Michelle's like, do I have to claim? I'm saying, yes, you got to claim everything. And she says, what about the wallet? I'm like,
No, I said, do I need to claim the earrings and the wallet? And you didn't respond accordingly. You responded with, what wallet?
I had no idea. I knew the earrings because
I
I
just
was.
needed to know. That's all. I just needed an answer
I'm like,
from you if you
what?
did the earrings or not. That's all
I'm
I
like,
needed to know. Is
what?
did you do the earrings or not?
What wallet? And you bought where did you buy the wallet, Michelle? What's the name of the place?
Celine.
Oh, my.
Celine Dion has a store?
Oh, that's Roxanne's eyes
It's
just
not
lit
good.
up.
I mean,
what
it
is
is
it?
good, Michelle. It is good.
What is Roxanne?
It's a
I've
Saline
needed a new
wallet?
wallet for a while now. Ladies don't have to carry checkbooks around anymore. My wallet is like 17 years old.
Checkbook? How old are you?
Exactly. Exactly my point. You see that?
Oh, how much is the wallet?
Well, they're calf skin. Maybe a little-
You killed a calf for your wallet? Give me the answer. In the name of law, that is Jesus Christ on a crutch. Give me the answer. How much was the wallet?
$800.
Madonna mia.
Oh my! You spent $800 on a wallet?
Maybe not. Maybe it was only $600.
You bought a dead calf for $800.
Well, Julian did just spend $750.
No, they have other varieties.
My son just did spend $750 at Costco buying crap in Danbury, Connecticut the other day.
That's needed, but a wallet? What a waste. Well, it's glad to see you're wasting money left and right, Michelle.
But let the record show I bought nothing for myself. Zero bupkis zilch.
We
All
wanted
right.
to get you that Harris tweed cap, but you wouldn't wear it. So.
Oh, you would have looked really. What is that, like a derby or something?
Yeah, like a derby.
God, you would have looked like a derby douche.
All right, thank you, Michelle.
We got to move on. I got a lot of questions.
Hi,
We're in the
Michelle.
truth booth, and you're sitting here having an argument with your
Now,
wife.
now, wait a minute. How much were you entitled as an individual to bring into the country?
It said $1,000.
All right, so with the earrings and the wallet, you exceeded that. Did you fill out your customs
I did.
form at
I
Tampa
filled-
International? Did you fill it out honestly?
I filled out the form honestly, and then I filled out the little mobile passport thing honestly, and they just waved me on through.
All right. Look at that. So Michelle got into the country without paying extra duty because she was over her import allotment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at that. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Tampa Airport Customs, U.S. Customs.
They were wonderful last night.
All right. See ya.
Goodbye.
All right. Are we almost done with this?
Yeah, this has been a long truth
What
booth.
are
I
you
think
talking
we have
about?
one
We've
person
done
left.
two.
We have Coop left. Coop is
MJ,
left.
Hold on. He's asked 2 questions here.
I got like 10 questions
Yeah, so we
left.
got a lot
All
left.
right, we better pick things up here.
Yeah,
You
no kidding.
think? Well, let's talk about your family having a quarrel at an airport. Please,
Let's talk about Michelle and her duty.
Come on now, let's go to Roxanne.
No,
huh?
Coop's the only one left, right?
No, we got to do Roxanne. This is an easy one.
Roxanne, you haven't gone yet.
This is an easy one. Now, I know that you hang out with Derek Jeter a lot. I can't imagine you hung out with him over the holiday, but I want to know, did you and Doug have any sort of in-person interaction with Derek Jeter?
I didn't even understand. You're talking with such a pukey, affected voice. I don't even know what the hell you just
Do
said.
you want me to stop talking?
No,
loudly?
I do. Just
Yes.
ask the questions.
Would you stop- would you please?
I think Hal sounds drunk.
I
Did
gotta-
you have any interaction with Derek Jeter personally over the holidays?
Yes, and it was on national television because we were at a game. You could have seen it. So it's no secret. At a football game.
You actually hung out with him again? Are you guys hooked at the hip with this guy or what?
I'm not.
Doug is.
What is going on?
Dig Dug, Roxanne's fiance's childhood friend from the age of
You
what?
sign a contract, you have to hang out with me at least 2 times a week. I'm Derek Jeter.
Yeah, if I got to hear this story one more time about Dig Dug being friends with Derek Jeter since the umbilical cord.
Then don't tell it.
All right, I'm going to move on to Fester here.
Well, hang on.
That was painless. Okay. It wasn't that bad. Thank you, Hal.
I need more information.
Yeah.
What football game and where were you seen on TV?
So we went to the Michigan game. And, Doug.
Okay, hold on. It was the Georgia game.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was a bad
right,
game.
so
It
let
was
me guess.
Michigan and Georgia.
All right, let me guess. You were in some kind of a private skybox, and the camera went on Derek Jeter, and you were there?
Well, I thought the camera was on me. I thought they were like, there's Roxanne. She's from the MJ Morning Show with Fester and Froggy and Coop. So I thought that's what it was.
And this was on network TV?
Yeah, on national TV because it was a big game. It was a playoff game.
Well, this was the college championship playoff game.
Right. So
where Georgia and Michigan.
This was BCS.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what network had it?
ESPN.
Was it ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN.
So
Okay.
you were on ESPN standing next to Derek Jeter, Roxanne?
Eating and talking.
When was the BCS?
Friday night, New Year's Eve night.
All right. So I was in London. Wow.
Yeah, you missed it.
Wow.
Then you don't watch football anyways, but.
No, I watch football. I'm not a huge college fan. When I watch football, I watch NFL.
You know who else was there? Dan Marino.
Who's that?
Dan Marino, the former star quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, like 107 years ago.
He's like the most
Never heard of
talented QB in the world who's never won a championship.
Never heard of him.
All right. So next question, Hal Herman.
Fester, this is going to be your question. This one might get awkward. Fester.
Yes.
Look at Hal Herman in the eyes.
Yes.
Over the break, did you steal anything from a certain gaming center in town? I just want to know.
I got no comment.
Did you steal anything from a certain gaming center in town? What does that mean?
I don't care.
I heard that Froggy invited him.
There's obviously a story here that
I don't care to participate in the truth booth anymore.
Oh, you're gonna.
It doesn't work like that.
No,
You have to.
I read that.
You have to tell the truth, or you get immediately shot. Alec Baldwin will come in here and shoot you.
Oh my God.
He's waiting outside, right, Alec? Look, I'm ready. See? He's ready.
All right, so all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Froggy is holding up a picture on his phone. What is that?
Why don't you explain, Fester?
Hold on. No. You
Because Froggy found out about this,
Hang
and
on.
you didn't know Froggy knew.
The question is, did Fester steal anything from a certain gaming center over? What the
Can
hell?
I give you a little bit of a backstory?
If you talk normally.
please. Okay,
All
enough
right.
of the house.
I'll talk normally.
Stop the Hal Herman
right.
voice. Just talk normally, Froggy. Come on.
All right. So what happened was... Now, so what happened was I invited Fester to go to a certain gaming center locally.
And what would that be?
Dave & Buster's. To have fun with the families. It was an amazing time. Fester, right?
It was a lovely time.
Lovely time. Hung out with the kids. We ate. We dined. We gamed.
We played video games.
Yes. So, you get a card at the end, and the kids get all their tickets, and it's on a card, and you go to a little awesome prize room. It's bigger. It's almost bigger than this room, right, Fest? It's pretty big.
It was a large room.
Everything is bigger than the Q105 MJ Morning Show studio.
I mean, they had a really great selection of prizes.
They had awesome stuff like slushy machines that you could win.
Tinkerbell's bathroom is bigger than this studio.
Listen, I've been to some ticket redemption places at these gaming centers, and it's all crap.
Yeah, that's where you just spent like $97 playing their games, and the prize is some 3.5-cent piece of plastic crap from China.
Not at this place.
Dave & Buster's had some legit good stuff.
All right.
You could walk away with some great stuff.
I did.
So,
like a Patek Philippe watch.
I mean, I saw watches in there. I mean, they had like Dave & Buster's nice watches.
All right.
So.
Fine Swiss timepieces at Dave & Buster's.
Me and Fess are in there, and we're figuring out what our kids want to get as prizes. And we all have our stuff picked out. It's a couple cool things. My kid got like a Bucks football and like another toy, like a little baby. Didn't you get a baby Yoda?
We got a baby Yoda doll.
And so I saw everything that he got. So I see them walk out.
Are baby Yodas big now? Because when I was at Costco, they had like like 3 different displays with like tons of baby Yodas.
You don't know about The Mandalorian on Disney Plus?
You never seen it?
It's pretty awesome.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Okay.
I got a password. You want to borrow mine?
Yeah, we'll give you.
I don't want. I can't watch.
I'll trade you for a Hulu.
I have like 3 lifetimes worth of crap that I have a list. And there's no way I can get to all the stuff that everyone tells me to watch.
Listen, Baby Yoda's pretty awesome.
Well, he got a Baby Yoda prize. That's the point. Okay,
Yes.
so we all get our prizes, and we're all, saying goodbye. And then a few minutes go by, and I'm hanging out, and I thought like Fester left because I wanted to say goodbye to Hudson. But I look over, and I see Fester. This isn't small. You know how big this is? How big is it?
It's
24 inches.
It's like it's
like
probably bigger.
this.
It's probably bigger. It's as big as.
It's not like one of those workout bowls.
Yeah, it's as big as that.
Really?
Giant.
It's a really big ball.
And I haven't told him this yet because I wanted to save it for the truth booth. But I believe I saw him walking, go back in, get one, put it under his arm, and like look around as if to.
All right, so where's this ball from in the Dave and Buster's?
It's inside the ticket redemption
There's
area.
a big, you know how like when you go to
Right.
Walmart, they have a big wire
Right,
basket.
So this is an item that you can win.
It was worth
Yes.
like 1,500 tickets
All right,
or
so-
something.
So did you win it?
Ha ha! What you don't know, Mr. Sleuth, is I traded the football for the big ball. I didn't steal anything. Sucker!
So you thought Fester stole? How if they have the stuff behind a counter? How could
didn't
you
steal it?
How
No.
could you? How could you steal it anyway?
It is bins. You pick out what you want. You shop. You bring it. Like I said,
wait, it's self-service.
the Dave and Buster's ticket redemption room is awesome. It's like a little shopping store. You
Yeah,
pick
you
what
get
you
what
want
you
off the
want,
shelf.
and then you get in
You
line.
walk up to the counter
But
and you
how
pay for it.
how could you have stolen that anyway?
Well, I mean,
Fester, is
you
it
could've-
possible?
You could have stuck it under your shirt and nobody would have known.
security isn't exactly, terribly tight at Dave and
All right,
Buster's.
so-
I imagine you could just walk out with
I'm
it.
having a hard time believing.
So you legitimately won this big giant
Yeah,
ball.
it's not going to
All right.
steal a
Look
ball.
at me in the eye and tell me.
All right, stop with the voice. Stop
outta
it
here.
already.
All right,
All
I
right.
guess I failed on that
Oh,
one.
are we done? Is that it?
Let me get one more out for Coop.
All
I
right.
feel like I left Coop out.
All right, here we go. The last Truth Booth question, the first Truth Booth of 2022. This is for Coop, our producer. And go.
Coop, I don't want to make things awkward for you, so I'm going to keep it real simple. I heard you spent the holiday with your family. Is that correct?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, a mother, father.
Stepfather,
Yes, okay.
yeah.
When was
Brother.
the last time you saw your mother naked?
Oh,
God. Why would?
It's the last-
Well, it's a truth booth. I mean,
Why is that a question?
because it's the truth booth. And I just want to know last time you saw mommy's boobies.
Come on, this is foul.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Can I pass? Is there a
No,
pass?
you have to answer.
Coop, how old are you, Coop?
I'm 24.
How old's your mom?
How old's your mom?
50 something, 52,
Yeah, right in
50.
there, baby.
I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. And have you seen her? She is a piece.
Is she?
Have you
Nice
seen?
one.
Did you just
Do
call,
you know what she looks like?
She's a dime.
Did
Of
you
course,
just-
I researched.
Did you just call Coop's mom a piece?
Well, I wanted to say she's a dime piece, meaning she's a 10, but I just dropped a dime. So I called her a piece.
Have you ever seen Coop's mom?
My goodness, have I seen her.
You
She
have-
lives in my dreams every night.
He probably has because I was signed in on my Facebook in the other studio.
That's how
All
I
right,
saw
then.
her
All right,
picture.
listen, I got to move on. Answer the question.
Last time you saw that mommy naked.
Well, thankfully, last time was when I was a kid. So
You're a kid right
Well,
now. You're
like-
24.
no,
2
like
years
like
ago?
a kid, like single digits,
What, 9, 10?
baby.
Ew, gross.
So the last time you saw your mother naked, you were 9.
All right, can we move on?
When's the last time you bathed with her?
Okay, one more question, Coop. When's the next time I can see her naked? You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying?
She's married, so
Well, like that matters in how her can land.
I'm waiting for when was the last time you were breastfed?
Oh, by the way, one more question. One more question around the horn.
Yeah.
Who had sex over the holiday? MJ?
That's enough. The first Truth Booth of 2022. Froggy is Hal Herman.
Thank you very much.
Was that a disaster?
Oh, that was a flaming heap of trash juice.
That whole segment was a disaster.
But it was nice to see you guys. I'm out of
All
here.
right, love you. See you, buddy.
Frog, you don't have to leave the room.
All right, Froggy will be back in like 4 seconds.
Okay, thanks, man. Good job, Howie. He's really funny.
God.
Oh, man. I thought that was great, guys. Hal did good.
You know, Froggy wears a tie when he does these game shows, and he asked me to tie the tie because he doesn't know how to tie it, and he like just pulls it over his neck.
Yeah, I always got to ask people at conventions to tie my tie.
Oh my God. All right, Fester,
Yes.
I saw this item and I thought of you. I'm like, oh my God. This is the gas station nozzle guy to the next level. So when we've done gas nozzle man, and again, how many? We've done 2, right?
Yes.
We've done 2 gas nozzle mans. I need a new gas nozzle man for 2022.
Sometimes
Also, what about drive-through window trash man?
All right, he's never going to do that one.
No, that has to be done. That
Doesn't want to do
That
it.
is an amazing idea. Listen, you got to get that done in the next week or so.
Week?
Dude,
you said you wanted it in 2022. I was
No,
thinking
no,
about
no.
like August.
Look, no,
He's been talking about it for 6 months.
All right.
The drive-through trash man, that is a great concept. But with gas nozzle man, this is where Fester got a gas hose, a 10-foot gas hose and the nozzle, and he goes to a gas station, and he fills up, but then he puts in the stunt nozzle and then drives off. So people think that he ripped the nozzle out of the gas station pump and is driving down the street. We've got 2 great ones, and it's up at mjmorningshow.com. Hey, Coop, can you move those up? Can you move those up so people can see both of those? I saw this story. I just dialed it in on the computer. So bring up the 3rd tab.
Yes.
Look at this, Fester.
What is it?
Oh, wow. Is that the whole island?
They ripped the whole gas pump. It wasn't just.
Oh my gosh!
They didn't rip the nozzle out.
How strong is that nozzle?
They ripped the whole pump out of the ground.
The nozzle is supposed to have a breakaway.
And dragged it halfway out of the gas station parking lot. It turns out it was an RV. This is great.
Oh, man.
No injuries reported on Monday after an RV driver pulled out of a gas station with a gas hose still attached, dragging the entire pump and immediately sparking a fire. Police and fire crews responded to a report of a small explosion at the Chevron gas station in North Tempe, Arizona, shortly before 9 a.m., according to Sergeant Mark Wean. Is this? I'm sorry. It's not Tempe, Arizona. It was on North Temple in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, it's in Salt Lake. It's out of Utah.
Yeah. All right. So apologies. Correction. It was on I thought it said Tempe. It was North Temple Street in Salt Lake City, according to Police Sergeant Mark Wean. Quote: a vehicle had pumped some gas and drove off with the hose still attached. It dragged the entire pump away, and it caught fire. Surveillance video shows the pump erupting into flames immediately as it's dragged out of the ground. There is video of this. First of all, why did the rubber nozzle not break away? How are you able to drag the entire pump out of the concrete base to which it's attached?
When you look at your gas pump, look at the connection up at the top of the pump.
Right.
There's a little metal joint. If you yank on that 5 or 6 times really hard, it'll disconnect.
It's supposed to break away.
I think like 120 pounds of pressure will pull it apart.
Right. So how does it not break? How can an RV, by the way, Fester sells RVs. Fester's been working at General RV since we ended the MJ Morning Show back in 2012 when we were at FLZ. And folks, if you ever need an RV, seriously, if you, your neighbor, relative, if anyone needs an RV, Fester works for one of the largest RV companies in the world, General RV, and Fester will hook you up. If you need an RV, get a hold of Fester, Fester at mjmorningshow.com. Fester at mjmorningshow.com.
Yeah, not if you're going to use it to yank out a gas pump,
now,
though.
looking at can you tell what kind of RV that is?
Okay, so this would be a Class C RV.
All right.
It has a Ford Econoline front end here, and you see it has a built-over cab.
I got it.
You can see that just from that drawing right there.
Well, yeah.
Why don't you give me some of the benefits of this right here, there, Dom?
Wait, it's not a drawing.
It's an
sketch.
actual video.
It's actual video. It's not a painting.
There's only a few different kinds. But yeah, this video is amazing. He just pulls out, and you can see the trail of fire from the gasoline leaving the hose as he takes off.
All right, Coop, can you add this to the Gas Nozzle Man page so people can see what I'm talking about? This is unbelievable. The guy rips the whole. Now, is that going to be his fault, or is there also a fault that the hose didn't just break away? Is the guy going to be responsible for destroying the whole pump? Because that hose is supposed to snap away.
It's the manufacturer of the clip.
I mean,
that's supposed to hold it.
Sounds like this guy needs to call Kemp Rouge and Green. I mean, he needs some legal advice.
But look at this. This is like, I'm looking at a KSL TV news reporter in Salt Lake City, and this is like a nice modern Chevron station. This looks like an expensive, pump setup, and to rip it completely out of the ground is unfreaking believable.
This video is amazing.
It really
probably
is.
Only do that with an RV. You think a normal car would have ripped it out?
Any vehicle, it should break. You get two really strong midgets and they start pulling on the cord. It should detach, Froggy.
No, wait a second.
Let's go.
But it doesn't matter that it was an RV. Any vehicle, the hose should have broken away.
Okay, I get it.
It just happens to be an RV, which makes it just awesomer.
The vehicle dragged the pump a few dozen feet before the nozzle broke off, leaving the pump behind. Mikey Kelly was in the area at the time. He told KSL TV News there was a big giant flame that soared 10 to 15 feet high.
Whoa.
The Utah Department of Transportation camera located at the intersection of North Temple and Redwood Road captured the footage of the two different fires. One at the damaged pump and another closer to the building complex where the pump actually ended after it finally broke free of the RV. This guy could have dragged this thing for miles.
Oh, my gosh.
Seriously,
Could you imagine?
Let's be grateful this guy stopped.
This is nuts. The driver of the RV, who was also located and was cooperating with police, appears to be a total accident. Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
The driver could face a citation for leaving the scene of an accident. But
Is that it?
did he know?
You had to have known. Like behind you with that fire going on.
Yeah, there's an eruption of fire in your rearview mirror. You know.
It looks like the
Probably made
Terminator
a
scene
sound.
behind you.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this. It wasn't clear if the vehicle received any damage, but the station was closed on Monday as a result of the damage. The incident also forced neighboring businesses to close for the day so officials could secure the area of the gas station. And then the story goes on to say it's not extremely rare for drivers to forget to remove the gas nozzle from their vehicles while filling up their tanks. However, nozzles are designed to detach to prevent extensive gas pump damage. The Petroleum Equipment Institute notes that almost all stations have breakaway connectors that pull apart in the case a driver pulls out with the nozzle still attached to their vehicle. Instantly, a valve closes in each of the two now separated parts of the connector, according to the Institute. Regarding the design feature, this closing action prevents the fuel from flowing out of either the parted sections of the hose or the supply area.
Yeah, it makes sense. But this guy pulls, and you can see the video. I mean, he doesn't just detach the island from its stand. He drives away with it and takes it down the street.
Yeah.
That's why they needed to close the surrounding
Right.
area.
Well, listen, clearly there was a colossal failure of the safety system to be able to rip the whole gas pump out of the island and drag it with you.
This is amazing.
The video's up, mjmorningshow.com. You can see our old gas nozzle, two previous gas nozzle mans where Fester rips the gas nozzle out of the pump and drives down the street with it. So two of those videos and then this new one, which is just unbelievable. mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. Take a look. All right, moving along. Do not stick garlic up your nose. I'm telling you, man, this TikTok crap is making people morons.
What's the big deal about that? What is that going to do? Make you like cry a little bit, right?
I think it has to do with COVID, right?
Oh, that's
It's
onions.
supposed to cure you of COVID?
Well, no. There's
the rumor?
Well, it's for a stuffy nose. There's some stupid TikTok thing going around that if you jab, now what is it? They're cloves, right? I was thinking of there's a stupid TikTok going around that if you peel the skin off of garlic cloves and then jam one up in each nostril, that will fix a stuffy nose.
Didn't we do this?
We never did this.
Maybe you should try it right
I
now,
thought
MJ.
I could swear I put some of those
So-
things in my nose
Yeah, listen,
recently.
I love to cook, and I use a lot of garlic in my Italian cooking, but I don't happen to have a bowl of garlic with me.
Unfortunately.
I feel like I've definitely seen Fester stick garlic up his nose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm
MJ,
telling
hold
you.
on.
Hold on, when did we do
Yeah,
this?
we did.
We did it about 6 months ago. Coop was talking about TikTok trends, and we brought garlic to the show.
What was it? This story?
I don't know if it was
No, it wasn't that one. It was a different
I
one.
think we did a video on it.
But wait a minute. What was the story about? Why did?
I think it was just dumb TikTok trends.
But what was the? Do you remember what it was?
Sticking garlic. up
Yeah,
your
I
But
think it
I-
was sticking garlic up your nose to cure your or like, get rid of your sinuses.
Oh, so
But
we're-
I think it's coming back now because it's cold season.
All right, so wait a minute. I'm inadvertently doing a repeat 6 months later.
I
And
think
are
it's
you-
important. I
and
mean,
completely forgetting about when we did it the first time.
You're not having any sense of deja vu right now, at least?
No, I'm not. Listen, I remember my second birthday party. When I was-
Don't you remember how many I was able to get in my nose?
you did not jam garlic up here.
Oh my God.
Are you
I
sure?
feel like I did it too.
We all tried it, and I
Anyway, for whatever
Ate it.
reason, it's trending again. And here's a doctor, Eric Voigt, associate professor, the Department of I can't even say the word, otolaryngology at NYU Langone, said this is a really bad idea. Oh, he's an ear, nose, and throat expert.
sounds delicious.
Yeah, and listen, do not jam garlic up your nose to cure a stuffy nose.
It felt good when I did it.
But again, the things that people. Hold on a second. We did this when? What's the date on this? Back in July.
Hey, there's me. I'm wearing the same shirt.
Hold on a sec. So I'm telling
It's
people.
crazy.
Deja vu.
I'm telling people not to do this, and we did this back in July.
I get really
MJ's
creeped
wearing
out.
the same shirt.
I think this is the same moment in time.
What is
I think
going
we're like a
on?
time warp, and this is just
I only
Whoa.
have 5 shirts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Allie,
so
I'm
weird.
30.
Have we entered a parallel universe?
Hey, put the audio up, MJ. You can
Holy
hear
crap!
yourself.
We actually did this.
Yeah.
Things here, comedic value.
All right.
Listen to
Yeah,
me, I'm all
ready?
funny.
Yeah, we're gonna get nice.
And the payoff.
we're
I
gonna
want to know what the payoff
Did
is.
you not peel your garlic, Froggy?
Oh, we're supposed to peel it.
You have the. You have
Guys, why? What is wrong with me? Why? Why don't I?
And why is everybody dressed the same as that day?
I don't.
What year is it?
I don't remember. Fester's wearing the same damn shirt also.
So, yeah, you both are.
What the hell? What the hell is going
This
on?
is just like we're in a loop. We're robots.
This is weird.
Oh my God!
This is the strangest thing ever.
I am stuck in a freaking
All right.
parallel universe right now.
Great Scott!
Put the audio up.
Nah,
I
that's.
think I'm funny here.
I'm moving on. I'm moving
All
on.
right, don't stick garlic up your nose, people.
All right.
Wow.
I saw that we're talking about expensive watches earlier because Froggy thought just because I was looking in the window of a nice watch store in London,
Why wouldn't you?
I was outside on the sidewalk looking into a window, and Julian took a picture of me. It's on my Instagram at Certified Todd Schnitt. Give me a follow. Certified TODDSCHNITT.
thought you were treating
So,
yourself.
but listen, I like looking at nice watches. I don't have many vices. I don't wear any other jewelry, but I like a nice watch.
I'd like
So-
to have people follow me on Instagram as well. Certified Festerschnitt.
Yeah.
I just started it.
Yeah, great.
I have 395 followers.
Whenever I type up certified, you're the first certified that comes
I
up, by
know,
the way.
I block all your searches now,
Guys,
MJ.
I'm about to tell a story which is pretty whacked, all right? And it's because something personally happened to me. This has been happening. We know that it's happened in New York, Los Angeles. We've talked about this. The women that target rich guys, like at nightclubs and bars, they notice if they're wearing a really expensive watch. Folks, watches can be $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 and more. And there have been bands of thieves, these women, these attractive women that target guys in clubs and then go back to their hotel room and
Drug
then,
them.
in many cases, slipping them something in their drink, drugging them, and then stealing their watches. The latest thing that I saw was from the Rob Report. Get it? The Rob Report. And it was about what they're calling Rolex rippers. Rolex. Now, I never owned a Rolex. I don't want a Rolex. I'm not a Rolex guy.
Why? Is that like jumping the shark with watches, getting a Rolex? Is that kind of like selling out?
I wouldn't say it's jumping the shark.
Cliche as a rich guy.
For me, the Rolex is cliche. Yes,
Cheesy.
yes, yeah. For me, it's cliche. I'll leave it at that.
Ferrari, maybe.
All right, now here's the deal. So the Rolex rippers, these are women who are targeting older, wealthier guys in affluent neighborhoods. So the women are running into guys, and they are like starting up a conversation. The women have been targeting wealthy older gentlemen in affluent neighborhoods using sleight of hand to remove their high-priced watch from their wrist without the guy even knowing it. How the hell can that happen?
How's that even possible?
David Blaine?
See, that's
David Copperfield.
that's why I'm doing the story. They are now. It's one thing if a woman spots a guy wearing an expensive Richard Mille or a Rolex or some kind of an expensive watch, and then, hey, you want to go back to your hotel room, and then drugs the guy and then steals. That's a whole different thing. But on the street, these women able to remove the guy's watch from his own wrist without him knowing.
There's a video of David Blaine doing that to Harrison Ford. He takes his watch off without Harrison Ford knowing. I wish he would have taken his earring out. But it was It was unbelievable. How are these women magicians?
The suspects usually work in pairs and claim to be conducting research with clipboards. Once the victim has completed a fake survey or petition, the suspects often compliment them, with some reports suggesting the thieves may try to hug or kiss the targets. The thieves then skillfully remove the watches using a sleight of hand technique.
Whoa.
Before leaving the scene of the crime in vehicles. The Rolex rippers have approached lone men in parking lots, exclusive golf clubs, upscale neighborhoods. Now, this is out of the UK. I saw this when I was in the UK. This is a story I brought back with me. So Hampshire, some of the areas. So this is happening in the UK right now. So, how long before this starts happening here in the United States? The Rolex rippers. But I'm just fascinated with how the hell. Like right now, I'm wearing a wristwatch right now.
Is it the kind that you could have to pop off?
Mine is a metal band with a clasp. So I've got like a double clasp that folds over and it snaps.
How could you possibly sneak that off?
Well, if you were doing something with the other hand, right, MJ?
All right, folks, really? I don't think I've ever told this story on the air.
Let me see if I can take yours off.
Hang on a minute. I don't think I've ever told this story on the air. I don't think there's any way anybody is getting a watch off my wrist without me knowing. I don't think that is possible. However, I did have an incident with a hooker.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
I have never told this story on the air.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
I had an incident with a hooker.
A woman of the night.
A working lady.
As long as Michelle knows about this.
Or
she does not.
I'm only assuming it was a female hooker. I don't know.
Michelle does not know this story.
You know Hugh Grant?
Folks,
she does now.
Folks, I don't know how the hell you tune out of this. When we get back in minutes, I'm going to tell you about what happened with me and a hooker, a prostitute.
Oh, that. I thought you meant a guy, a fisherman.
Hang on. Has a boat.
I will tell you the story next. Don't move. We're back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. All right? Don't move. It's coming up in moments. All right. Mortgage time. If you... 105, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. And I don't know, did you guys follow my Instagram feed about my Duran Duran post while I was in London? Do you guys see that at
I
all?
only follow Certified Fester Schnitt. I just started following you. I can't believe you really have a page.
This actually just reminded me that playing Hungry Like the Wolf. By the way, MJ Morning Show, Q105, spread the word. The MJ Morning Show is back on Q105. No, and I even posted this. I shot like, I don't know, a 30-second video. We're sitting in the apartment that we rented for a couple of days in London, full kitchen, living room and everything. And I'm flipping through the TV channels, and there was a BBC Radio 2 concert that they had just shot in early December. And it was Duran Duran in the BBC Radio Theatre in London, and they did like an hour-long concert. And they recorded this like just before the Omicron thing started exploding. It was fantastic. First of all, Simon Le Bon sounds amazing. I mean, all these years later, it's kind of sad sometimes some of these old bands, they don't have the voice anymore. Simon Le Bon.
That's why Steve Perry doesn't do it, because he didn't think he had the voice to do Journey songs anymore.
But Steve Perry, I thought he had a didn't he have a vocal cord issue? I think
maybe he had nodes.
But he's since recorded an all-new album, so I think he's back to normal.
But he can't do the Journey songs. He doesn't have the range.
Oh, man, that's so... Oh, God, Steve Perry is incredible. God, I love
I like
Steve.
the Asian guy better.
No, you don't.
He's way better.
No, he's not. Steve Perry's amazing. And listen, the Asian dude... The guy they have is pretty good.
He's good. They found him on karaoke, basically.
I mean, the guy does a good job, but come on, Steve Perry is incomparable.
Who hosted the BBC show? Was it Billy Bebop?
No, it was some female BBC Radio 2 host who I guess is really famous over there. But it was really amazing. And I actually Instagrammed this, and I wrote, this was on December 20th. December 20th, I'm sitting in London, and I wrote, really cool, sitting here in London watching a BBC Radio 2 concert with Duran Duran, recorded December 2nd, 2021. Simon Le Bon sounds really good. So just reminded me. All right, so I got to finish up the hooker story.
Please.
What's that, Coop? Michelle's on the line?
Yeah, she did not know about this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Hang on a minute. She's calling the hotline. Yes, Michelle?
Why don't I know about this with the hooker? Before you talk about it on the air? I mean, really.
All right, so you obviously heard me in the last segment say that I had a situation with a hooker.
Yeah. When?
This
what?
All right.
Where?
All right.
Why?
All right, stop.
Come again?
All right.
How?
If you're just tuning in, let me just refresh the story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you refresh it.
Michelle, calm down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to tell the story in a moment.
Get to it.
So we're telling the story about these Rolex rippers. There's a new wave of women that are going up to wealthy guys in neighborhoods. This is actually in England. And they're pretending to do a survey. And apparently these women are so skilled, they're able to shake hands and have some type of physical interaction with the wealthy guy they've targeted in an affluent neighborhood. And these women are posing as survey takers, and they are able, through sleight of hand, to remove the expensive wristwatch. Apparently many Rolexes.
You don't have a Rolex.
I don't have a Rolex. I've never had a Rolex. I never will.
How does the story fit for you?
Hold on.
Listen for a second.
Michelle, hold on. I'm going to explain the story. So that's why I did the story about these women that are taking wristwatches off of guys' hands or wrist, and the guys don't even know it. It's insane. And we're talking about the sleight of hand techniques and distraction. And I said, there's no way they're getting a wristwatch off my wrist without knowing. But then I said, well, guys, I've never told the story on the air, but I have a hooker run-in story, which I've never told the story. You know what? I forgot about this. And as I'm telling the Rolex Ripper story, it's oh my God, I forgot about this. So, Michelle, I did not secure the services of a hooker. I did not pay money to have an encounter with a hooker. Now, this was in 1991, I think. So I think this was.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, will
That
you,
just gets better and better.
would you listen to my story?
So I'm listening. I'm all ears, buddy.
All right. Do you remember when I was flying back from Norfolk? And remember the story about the deaf model?
Oh, the deaf model that you dated?
I didn't date I didn't date her per se. I went out with her.
Yes, you did. You can lie about it all day long.
You said you've dated her before.
Hold on. I went out on a couple of dates.
That's called dating.
No,
Yeah, that's
in
a good.
past tense, it's dated.
It was more of a friendly type thing.
A deaf girl could definitely handle you.
All right,
She didn't stick around. What does that say?
all right, so
Oh my
this,
God.
I'm just like, she keeps sign language and grateful.
this
Is
story
that,
gets,
why you keep encouraging Julian to learn sign language?
all right, this story gets better and better. There's all kinds of crazy elements here. So I was flying back from Virginia, where my parents were, and Michelle, and I was flying back, and I was flying back to New York City. I was working at WPLJ at the time. And this all works into my hooker problem. All right. So I'm flying back, and sitting next to me was this woman, probably a little older than me. And she was like, hey, what do you do? And she's starting up a conversation. And it turned out that she worked for a modeling agency in New York. I forgot the name of the agency, but she worked for a modeling agency where she was kind of the house mother. And this modeling agency brought in all of these women, and they had like an apartment in New York where they had multiple bedrooms and bunk beds.
Okay.
And they would bring in these women from around the country, these young women, these models, to do like photo shoots.
And they're young, so that usually they're like
Right.
teenagers
Right.
So
Right.
they
So-
need to stay with a house mom.
So they had a house mom. And so she says to me, hey, you know what? I've got this young woman who I'd love to introduce you to, and I think you'd probably get along really well.
Sounds like a Jeffrey Epstein story.
So it's
It sounds like somebody's getting groomed.
all right, it's nothing to do with Ghislaine Maxwell. So, but this is all part of it's all leading up to the hooker story.
Is it?
It is. So this woman sitting next to me on this, I think it was like a Piedmont Airlines flight or something, from Norfolk International to LaGuardia, and she says, I want to set you up. Here's my number. Call me up. I want to set you up on a date with one of these girls. It turns out the girl was from like Titusville. She was from she was from Florida. So a deaf model, and she shows me a picture because she had a little portfolio. I'm like, oh man, she is hot.
So let me get this straight. After coming to see me for the weekend, you're flying home. Some strange lady on the plane hooks you up with a deaf model that you think is hot as you're flying home from seeing me?
No, listen, I was.
Oh, this is getting really good for you when you come home tonight, buddy.
Michelle.
Uh-huh.
Look, you know this. I've told you the story of the deaf
No,
model.
no, you didn't tell me about this part.
But clearly, she was attractive. I wasn't looking for a relationship. She said, "Hey, just go out and just
some
go out."
fun.
She said, "Just go out and have dinner with her."
Oh, that's
She was
Wow.
apparently she was having trouble like meeting folks because she was deaf and everything. So.
Oh. So they hook her up with you?
So basically, you talk this lady's ear off so much, she's like, I'm going to hook her up with my deaf friend.
No,
She'll love you.
She pushed her on me. I didn't, she was the one that was talking. I wasn't even talking to this woman until she started talking to me. All right, so let me cut to the chase. So I only went out with her a couple of times. All right.
What? You went out with her?
We went out to dinner. We went to the coffee shop at Union Square one time.
You were going out with two women?
And Michelle was one of them?
Wow.
It was nothing serious.
Michelle, you were the other woman.
Michelle knows this. This was nothing.
Always have been the other woman.
Michelle,
Even married.
Listen, this is nothing that serious. So the deal is, I was over at the apartment with all the other models, and we were hanging out and talking. On the way home from the apartment where the deaf model was, and this was like 58th Street and like Lexington, somewhere around, right around there. And I used to live at 60th and Amsterdam. So I'm walking home from the apartment, and I was walking down 58th Street. And I'm walking from the east side to the west side, and right behind the Plaza Hotel. So it'd be like 6th Avenue and 58th Street in Manhattan.
That's prime hooker stroll right there.
Well, it used to be.
Yes.
It used to be insane.
How do you know?
Everybody knows.
Yeah, Fester, how do you know?
I know.
It
You
used
got a
to.
hooker story too?
Hold
Do
on.
I ever?
Allison's going to be next on the phone.
Let me tell you about me and the dwarf in L.A.
It used to be. It used to be insane. There used to be like these hookers and streetwalkers right behind the Plaza Hotel in New York. So I'm walking home, and I see a bunch hanging out in the corner. I'm just going my merry way, and two of them come up to me, and it's like, "Hey, honey, want a date? Want a date?" I'm like, "No, I'm walking home. Thank you. Have a good night." And they swarm me, and they're like putting their hands over me. And and it was cold. It was winter, and it was cold. I had a jacket on, and their hands are all over me, and they're like, hey, we've got a place. You come on, let's have some fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
It turns out their hands were all over me. They were able to steal, I think it was $40 or $50 out of my front left pocket.
Whoa.
So obviously you felt them taking it.
No, I did not.
That's different than your watch.
Too many hands.
Well, that's the point. There's no way they'd be able to get a watch off me. I'm sorry. But with these hookers coming up to me and grabbing me, they were able to get into my front left pocket. I get home and I go to reach to put all my stuff away, and I had $50 in my front pocket. It was like, 2 20s and a 10 or something. The money was gone, and then it was
That's
like
crazy.
I was like, "Oh my God!"
Because every time I go to a concert, I move all my stuff to my front pocket, so somebody doesn't do the old bump into you and then take your wallet.
Michelle, they were able to steal the cash. You know what? I forgot about this story until I'm midway talking about the Rolex rippers. I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Which jacket was it? The Tommy Hilfiger multicolored jacket
That
or
thing
the
was-
RCA jacket?
It was one of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger? No way.
It was one of those jackets.
Yep.
Oh, I got to get something over here.
But Froggy, get away from me.
Get away from him.
Froggy, get out.
Turn around.
Get away from. Get Froggy. Oh,
Is he taking your pants off? Froggy, let go of his pants.
He's trying to rip my watch.
Oh, take his watch off.
Are
Okay.
you noticing this?
He's arm wrestling him for it.
Michelle, he's having another incident right now with the world's ugliest hooker, Froggy.
I can't get it off.
Froggy's just trying to rip my watch off. My
Yeah, you're
God.
right. You can't get that thing off.
You'd be better off trying to reach in his pocket.
He reached for his... Did you have a gun in there? You reached for something.
I don't have a
junk.
I don't have a
Oh, it's
gun
your
in
wallet.
my
This is your
junk.
wallet.
My
This is-
wallet in my front pocket.
I should have went for that.
So that's my hooker story. Is that not crazy?
That's nuts.
They were able to get their hands in my pocket and steal $50.
So they were just like, where were they touching you?
All over, probably. Hey,
Yeah.
come
Oh,
here,
yeah.
sexy.
Yeah, good question, Roxanne. Where were they touching you?
Right?
So
You've been
That
approached
you were
by...
so distracted that you didn't.
I'm just
feel
trying to
their hand
walk
going in
home.
your pocket.
I'm just trying to walk home, and I'm getting all touchy. They're all touchy.
Frisky.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm taking, okay? I'm
All right.
taking 2 women.
So, folks, I'm sorry. There was no story where I actually contracted the hooker and contracted
But there
something.
was a story about how you met the deaf model.
Michelle, you know the story about the deaf model.
Apparently not all
I
of
didn't
it.
really know. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Roxanne.
hold on,
You
Michelle.
know
Hold
what
on.
they say?
You
You
know-
know, you know my favorite phrase in this household. What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
Deceit by omission.
Hold on. Wait. What are you saying you didn't know about? What part?
I didn't know how you met her, that you met her through some crazy lady on an airplane, that it was while you were coming away from seeing me to go back home. I was probably flying up the next weekend.
How romantic.
Michelle, I told her that I had a girlfriend.
Oh,
and,
did you?
And it was like nothing serious. It's just she just needs some friends.
Right.
Now, wait a minute.
And she's like, I have a girlfriend. She's like, I can't hear you.
Jay,
Yeah,
did you
exactly.
tell the deaf girl you have a girlfriend? Or how could you possibly... Would you write it down?
Michelle. All right. So that's the story. Aren't you happy that I didn't have a real encounter with a hooker?
So you say.
Exactly.
All right, great.
Deceit by omission.
All right, love you, Michelle. How are those new earrings? How are those new earrings and that Celine purse?
Yeah,
That's
there you
Celine.
go.
The Celine wallet you got in London.
Nice.
They're fine.
All
Good
right.
move, man.
All right, love you, Michelle.
Fireplace tonight.
What?
What?
Bye.
I love you.
You're gonna
Does
do
that mean
it?
you're sleeping in the fireplace?
You're going to do it in front of it?
Is she going to hold 1991 against me now?
I mean, that wasn't that long ago.
What, 31 years
Yeah,
ago?
but nobody wants to hear about that from when like your relationship was blooming. That was going on.
Do you remember the deaf model's name?
It was Beth.
I do not.
No, Beth was another.
No, Beth was the girlfriend that I.
Broken Toe Beth.
Yeah, that was Broken Toe Beth.
Oh,
That's when I got into a fight and I tried to rip up the Fendi purse that I gave her and I jammed my toe as I was trying to yank it apart and I broke my toe.
Probably Deaf Dina or something.
I forgot her name. Anyway,
How'd you communicate with her?
So, it was like notes. You had to write notes. The woman, I
Why
felt
didn't you learn sign language?
You sat there
'Cause
on dates and wrote notes?
I went out as friends like twice. That was it.
I mean, even the international language, Froggy, he doesn't need to,
You're at dinner.
That was-
This is a delicious bite. Hang on.
All right, guys, I got to move. That was what it was like. No, seriously, that's what it was
There
like.
you go.
All right.
I agree.
Guys, what do you think about this? There's a proposed bill here in the state of Florida that would allow video and audio recording in Florida classrooms. So it seems that this is like the equivalent of like teachers wearing police body cams in the classroom.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
You know what? I don't think I oppose this anymore. One time I would have thought it was weird, but now I think it's probably necessary.
Safety reasons.
I saw this a couple of days ago on the Channel 8 website that a new bill filed in the Florida legislature would allow video and audio recordings in school classrooms, forcing teachers to wear microphones and allowing parents to review video of any incidents. The bill is sponsored by a Florida rep out of Naples, Bob Rommel. It would allow school districts to install video cameras in the classrooms for the purposes of recording an incident. So they wouldn't be actually wearing body cams like, the cops.
Yeah.
But still, cameras, video, and audio rolling in the classroom. Like, totally would you be for this?
What do you mean? As long as it's something happens and, you get a video of it? What if your kid's getting bullied and they can go back and look at the video?
Or, somebody attacks a teacher? I mean...
All kinds of good stuff.
I think the only footage I ever see from a classroom is like student cell phone video.
Parents of a child involved in an incident must be allowed to review the video within a week with a stipulation that the identity of other students who aren't involved must be blurred. Teachers in schools that adopt cameras would be required to wear microphones. So the cameras would be placed at the front of the classroom, but the teachers would have to have microphones?
Wow.
My God.
This seems awfully tedious.
This is a little Big Brother-ish.
Yeah, parents, students, and employees would have to be notified before cameras are installed. Principals would be in charge of all recordings, which must be kept for 3 months or until the conclusion of an investigation. The cameras cannot be live streamed or continually monitored, and the videos cannot be used for teacher evaluations. The law would require all school districts to complete and vote on whether to implement classroom cameras by January 1st of 2023. So, folks, you're going to be hearing about this. This is apparently a potential new monitoring thing inside the public schools here in Florida.
I wonder if teachers would be like, great, you can see if the kids are misbehaving and I know I'm doing my job, or if they would just feel uncomfortable with the cameras on all the time.
It's like a CCTV. You don't even think about it.
All right, I've got 2 stories involving tips.
What kind of tips?
Big ones?
These are restaurant tips for your server.
Oh.
First of all, what are you saying about?
Oh, I know what kind of tips you were talking about. I thought you give me like household tips.
Yeah.
All right, the first one involves...
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that barber you stay with the Oreo shake.
The first one is Applebee's.
Yes.
What do you think about this? A diner who left a 9% tip for the waitress and then explained that they could not afford to give her any more money because, well, quote, times are rough right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the story?
No, I could picture somebody saying that as some cop-out to leave a crappy tip.
So the customer was at an Applebee's on Pete Davidson's favorite island.
Davis?
Staten?
Yes, Staten
Okay.
Island. Yes.
Okay.
So this was an Applebee's on Staten Island in New York. On December 13th, tipped just $6.55 on a $73.45 bill.
Oh.
So what percentage is that?
It's 9%.
9%.
It's a 9% tip.
Not enough.
They also left a note on the receipt saying, "You was great. Holidays are just rough right now." So not you were great, but you was great. So I gotta knock off a couple of points for grammar there.
Yeah, they actually knocked off a couple of dollars off of the tip.
Yeah. A video of the receipt along with the note went up on social media, and there's been a big debate about this, about whether you should be obligated to tip 15 or 20% or more. So this has caused a big debate. Listen, I give them points for the honesty. Hey, things are tough right now. Here's a little bit. But some are saying that if you can't afford to tip your server, then you shouldn't go out.
If you can't afford a tip, you don't go out.
It's Applebee's. Everything's affordable there.
Yeah,
2
but
for ones. They got the chicken tenders.
But if you can't afford to leave a what's customary as a tip in this country,
10%.
But you know what? What if that person went there, thought the prices were going to be one thing, and maybe the prices have gone up, and they said, wait, I got to stay within my budget, and they're being honest.
All right, so what you're saying is they didn't expect the Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake to be as expensive as it
Maybe
was?
not.
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake.
How much is that meal?
And here's $6.55 tip on a $75 ticket.
So screw you. I'm out of here.
Hey,
we
let's
fancy like hosing over our hostess.
let's go to Coop quickly here. Coop, you were a Carrabba's server and you were also a Olive Garden server.
No. I was a Carrabba's car side to go specialist.
Whoa.
A car side to go.
What a dork.
You ran the chicken Brian out to the car.
Yes. And chicken marsala. The veal marsala was pretty popular.
Here's your breadsticks, sir.
How intensive was the training to bring the takeout order out?
Oh my! I had to memorize the menu. I had to get 89% correct on the menu test.
There was a test.
There was a test. You had to know everything that went into the lentil soup. It was insane.
There was a Carrabba's quiz.
Yes, there
Ooh,
was
I
a
want the
quiz.
Carrabba's
They
quiz.
gave you 2 chances to get like 89% right.
All right, so at Olive Garden, give me like the worst tip experience and give me the best.
$0.
So how many times you get stiffed?
A couple times. When I first started at Olive Garden, my first table stiffed me.
Oh man, that
Because it was your first night and you weren't good?
I think so, yeah.
What's
Oh,
the
no.
best tip you've ever gotten?
Oh, I think like $50 for an Olive Garden meal. I think it was just a couple, and they gave me like
Wow.
$50.
Look
Yeah.
at that. All right, so we've got the 9% tip, and then quickly here, another customer at a different restaurant. There's a video, unknown restaurant. The customer's bill came to $95.24. When the bill came to the table, the customer said, listen, I really can't afford the money right now, but can I give you a $25 Amazon gift card instead?
That's as good as
Okay,
cash.
that's good.
No, hold on, no.
Why no?
Okay, these gift cards. Yeah, how do they know it's loaded?
Well,
Assuming it is.
assuming it's loaded, yes.
Okay,
I don't think I have a problem with that. An Amazon gift
no
card
problem
for
with
$25
that.
bucks.
in lieu of cash. Yeah, okay.
That's more than 20%.
You pay for your bill and you get an Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
I've actually tipped delivery drivers Amazon gift cards
My God.
because I didn't have
So
have cash on me.
That's also started a debate. Is
Funny.
that acceptable to offer up an Amazon gift card?
Tell
All
you
right,
what, Amazon,
920.
That's no taxes. You don't have to claim that Amazon gift
I
card.
guess not. All right, 921. It's the MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right, final long segment of the day is next. Just a whole slew of stuff. I got a bunch of Hollywood stuff. All right, busy segment next. Don't move. Back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Now. Oh, do me a favor. Hey, Rox, I'm not tasking you with this, but do me a favor. You're usually the last one in the studio. I've got to get a hold of Lost and Found at Heathrow.
Do I look like your assistant?
Just
Well, what other personal errands do you want me to take care of afterwards?
No, just remind me. I got to get them on the phone before 10 o'clock our time. Because the Lost and Found office at London Heathrow closes at 3 p.m. London time, which is 10 a.m., so in 26 minutes. So we're usually the last one in the studio.
Okay, so just remind you of that.
Yeah, Fester and Froggy, they're out of here like Fred Flintstone. You know? I got a call. Is anyone going to ask why?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
No, I thought it was private information.
Anybody going to ask why I need to call London Heathrow Airport Lost and Found?
We don't ask questions, just follow orders. Okay.
Did you lose your mind? No.
I left my bathroom toiletries kit at Fast Track Security.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The one that you were using to prop up the thing?
No, that was the freebie they gave you on the airplane, like with the blinders on, you know, the little face mask and everything and the toothbrush. No, my actual little bathroom travel kit, which I've had that bag for 25 years. So inside my contact lens solution, my Sonicare toothbrush, they made me take the toiletries bag out of my carry-on and put it in a separate bin. And that I had a backpack, my regular suitcase, my jacket, my iPad, I had a bunch of stuff. For whatever reason, some other people, you know, they use the trays with the automated thing now that spits the trays out. Other people like stuck things in, so mine got stuck apparently in the back, and then it didn't come out. So I end up leaving my toiletries kit at Heathrow. So
Did you know at that time you lost it?
No.
So you didn't know till
Guess what? I get to New York, and I'm like getting ready to take my contacts out. I open up my bag. I'm like, where the hell's my toiletries kit?
Can you imagine how surprised the people were at the Lost and Found with this amazing foreign object in your bag?
Dude, people leave everything at airports.
What is this stick that vibrates with bristles on the end? What do you use it for?
Is this some sort of wand or something?
I don't know.
No, I think the joke here is that Fester is saying that the British were fascinated at a device that would actually clean your teeth.
He brush it. You brush your teeth. What is this gel? It's kind of. Is that mint?
It tastes like a mint,
It
mate.
tastes like mint. Is that spit?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play. Will MJ get his toiletries kit back from Heathrow London Airport Security?
Hello. Heathrow London Airport, Lost and Found. What'd you lose, my chap?
No, mate.
Mate's Australian, right?
Chap.
No,
Chap.
they say mate as well.
What is it?
Mate.
All right.
You're the guy that lost the gel that tastes like mint.
All right. So
No chance in bloody hell you'll get that back.
you don't think I'm getting it back?
No way.
Man, because I've got like a couple of bottles of contact lens solution, and it's like gold because I wear rigid gas permeables. I wear the RGP lenses, and I've been using a product called Low Bob for 30 years. And Low Bob, there's some kind of they haven't made it now in 2 years, but I've had a good supply.
Are you the one that had that big ball of string in your bag?
No.
I thought the floss was just a dance my grandkid did.
Roxanne, am I going to be able to get my toy? Come on, that stuff gets turned into Lost and Found.
Yeah, I'm hoping the best for you, but I really don't think so. Somebody's going to keep that.
All right, Fester, who's going to keep my grungy, dingy toilet bag?
So anyway, you had this stick with a vibrating bristle on it. I gave it to my old lady, and she cleaned the loo with it.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Fester, am I going to get it back? Yes or no?
No, you're not getting it back.
Froggy, you think I'm going to get it back?
No, not at all, no.
What are you going to pay for international shipping to have it sent back? Is that the case?
There's a company that runs the Lost and Found, and they'll ship back your item. Yes, it's like
what's the most important thing you have in there that you can't replace?
No, you're not getting it back.
My Low Bob contact lens solution, which people really want, and I had like a whole unopened full bottle in there.
I sold you on the black market here in London.
I don't think you're getting it back, mate.
Hey, Coop, am I going to get it back? My toiletries kit from London Heathrow Airport Security?
Heck no, you're not getting that back.
In a British accent, Coop.
Hell no, you're not getting that back.
Pretty good.
Not
Listen,
bad.
Wow.
You guys
I've seen a lot of Harry Potter.
You guys are the most negative Nellies I've ever seen.
No, you know
We're
what?
just realistic.
Hello, yes, Mr. Schneet. Yes, we've been holding
Oh,
on to you.
what did you say?
Mr. Schneet.
Oh,
Fester, yours is the worst of
Listen,
everybody's.
we've been holding your bag here. Listen, we followed you on the Instagram, yes.
Sound like a Geordie.
Oi.
You from Newcastle?
We followed you on the certified Todd Schnitt, and we've been holding your bag for you.
All right, moving along.
Oh, thank God you answered.
Remind me to call London Heathrow Security or Lost and Found when we end the show. Okay.
London Heathrow, hello.
Heathrow Lost and Found, yes? Who's this?
I've got to get a hold of them before 10 o'clock. All right, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
You know,
Matt Damon left his bag here last week.
Fester,
You remember when his friend did the accent?
Oh, he's doing the born identity thing.
Said the Queen was drunk.
You went on goodwill hunting. Remember, you like apples.
Fester, I'm gonna hit you.
You remember?
All right, stop.
Sorry.
Not now,
Guys,
John.
Guys, we only have a few minutes left. I got a lot of ground to cover.
I got a lot more British accent.
Sorry.
Go right ahead.
Me too.
Sorry, Ringo.
Guys, I'm gonna walk out of here right now.
Please don't go anywhere, sir.
All right. So Matt Damon, there was a big deal made. Oh my God! Did you see the Matt Damon TV commercial? It ran during the NFL games on Sunday. I saw it before. I think I might have seen it over in England. I think I saw this commercial on British television.
It's been running for a couple of weeks. Yeah. It's just, I didn't appreciate how dumb it was until I looked at it a little differently.
Matt Damon is doing a commercial. We've got it here. He's pushing cryptocurrency.
A lot of people are.
He's pushing like Bitcoin and crypto. But it's the way they're doing it. Matt Damon is doing a commercial. Jason Bourne is doing a commercial where they're trying to compare you purchasing Bitcoin to like some of the most amazing human events of all time. Like climbing Mount Everest for the first time, the moon landing, the Wright brothers taking flight. What? And Matt Damon's like walking down a hallway with all these like live vignettes that are going on right next to him. Listen to this. This is the actual audio of the commercial.
History is filled with almosts, with those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much. Then there are others, the ones who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments...
I mean, are you kidding me? They're trying to commit. They're trying to suggest that you buying Bitcoin is tantamount to some of the greatest human achievements of all time. Give me a freaking break.
If you're brave enough to get into Dogecoin right now, you are a true explorer, my friend.
That's ridiculous. Hey, you know what got tossed?
What?
The lawsuit. Remember the little kid that was swimming on the Nirvana album cover?
Oh, yeah.
With his little,
little dink?
His little dink hanging off? The famous Nirvana, the famous Nevermind Nirvana album cover with the kid floating in the pool. Remember all these years later, he sued for for exploitation and anyway, a California judge tossed it on Monday. Yeah. So the lawsuit filed against Nirvana by the guy that appeared naked as the baby on the cover. Spencer Eldon, now 30, filed the lawsuit against Kurt Cobain's estate and Nirvana, the surviving members, last year, accused them of sexual exploitation and child pornography. Yeah. Federal Judge Fernando N. Olguin threw out the case on Monday after Eldon missed his December 30th deadline to file a response to Nirvana's motion to dismiss. Yeah, so this guy, it sounds like maybe he walked away from the case. Listen, this kid's parents consented to that picture back in what? Was that 1990? Was that?
Oh, my God, you're not going to believe this, MJ.
What?
Bitcoin just jumped up $300 in the 1 minute that it's been since we've talked about Matt Damon.
Yeah, sure.
Look at that. Look at that chart. Look at that last minute. Right to the moon.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Did you just psh me?
Yeah. Look. We launched. Oh, no, it's come back down now. Never mind.
It's in the, what is it?
All right. Are Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson really doing it? Are they really a couple? Or?
Well, they take trips and stuff together.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
What?
How intimidating it must be when they're like about to do it for Pete Davidson. Just, is it with her past and all the guys she's dated? I'd be like, wow. Man, get some Kanye brilliance out of this.
It's kind of funny, though, because, Pete Davidson, he's got the raccoon-looking eyes.
He's hideous.
And wait a minute.
Yeah, that's because of his disease.
Yeah, he's sick. He has a disease.
He has the really dark circles under his eyes. But Kanye West, you know what's up with his eyes?
Crazy eyes?
He does.
Okay.
He does. Seriously, Kanye West has, deranged, he does. Crazy eyes. He's got them. No doubt he does. But do you think the Kardashian thing, Rox, do you think this is going anywhere?
I don't know. I kind of think so. I think
Oh my gosh,
I like them
please.
as a couple.
Kardashian and Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Now, the latest is, the reason why I'm bringing this up, there was a story that they just jetted off to the Bahamas together.
Good
I
for
could see
Pete.
him being part of that show and that whole weird family.
I know.
I got to get into this in more detail with you guys tomorrow, but I just want to mention it quickly, that women with big chests are now calling themselves AirPod-shaped. What is this? AirPods. Those are the Apple wireless earbuds. So women with big chests are calling themselves AirPod-shaped. And that is used to represent women with tiny waists and a very large bust.
I like to put my ear on it.
All right, we'll deal with this in more depth. Come on. Really? And also, do you see nearly 600 Amazon packages were found dumped in Oklahoma? This is after all those FedEx packages were found in Alabama?
Copycat crime.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised there's not more Amazon package dumpage.
All right, anything else before we get out? Anything else? I can't wait till tomorrow?
No, but a lot of things for tomorrow.
Oh, we have a lot tomorrow. I mean, we already have a full show already planned for tomorrow. Folks, have a fantastic day. Website's loaded, mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. We'll see you tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful.